Hello, hello, everybody. Welcome to another Monday stream here. I hope you had a wonderful weekend. I did. It was very relaxing, I guess you could say. But, one of those weekends where you just kind of stay in, make sure you don't do anything too crazy, just kind of enjoy yourself. Um, it's going to be a fantastic stream today. Lots of great videos to react to that were selected by the members of ToddReacts.com. If you would like to do so, you can request your own videos. Head on over to ToddReacts.com. The season and series tiers is how you request videos. And while you're there, head on over to the store. The winter collection is now live, as you saw in that ad right before I went live here. It launched October 1st, so it's only been live for a couple days. Lots of new items. Perfect for the winter/fall, when it gets a little colder out, you want more thicker fabric and all that good stuff. So this is definitely going to meet your needs. I'm currently wearing the premium sweatshirt. Unfortunately, it's still 32 degrees Celsius out or 90 degrees Fahrenheit. So it's one of those things where I'm like, my temperatures don't exactly line up to it. But it's definitely good to get in your closet and be ready to go for when it does get cold. But some of you probably are a lot colder than I am right now. But yeah, check it out. We got a bomber jacket, the Under Armour hoodie, the long sleeve with a hood on it, which is super cool. The crop sweatshirt is new as well. We do have a rain-resistant jacket, which is super nice. I've actually worn that in the rain, and it works beautifully. Denim jacket has had a lot of compliments. Recommended to check out the store quite a few times to people just walking around. Hey, where'd you get that? Oh, ToddReacts.com. Very fascinating. Super, super nice. Knitted crew neck is new as well. I'm wearing this premium sweatshirt, as you see here. A little thicker than the hoodies and whatnot, so it's a little warmer, which right now I have the air conditioning on, which is kind of odd, but it's part of the thing, right? Long sleeve tee, I wore that last stream. Obviously, there's a heavier weight material hoodie as well, and the fleece joggers, super comfortable, and all these are available in an array of colors. The knitted crew neck is only available in the, what color would you call that? A pink? Pink-ish? I think it's a pink. But everything else has a ton of colors to choose from. Obviously, you can literally see as I just kind of scroll through these. There you go. There you go. All the different color options. Tons of them. Very inclusive sizing as well. If you click on one of these, this one is just small, medium, large. I think the other sizes are currently out of stock or something like that, and it'll be in stock within a day or two. This one is small to 2XL. There's many options here that go just an unbelievable amount of sizes, small to 2XL. We do have a couple items that go past 2XL as well. I'm not exactly sure what... oh, yeah, here we go. Small to 3XL. And if you're unfamiliar with the sizing and you're just like, I don't know what that is, just scroll down to size and fit. And then you can hit view size chart. And it'll come up with a size chart. And it tells you the centimeters or inches or whatever you need. So you can size it accordingly. Every item has a sizing guide or sizing chart. So you never have to be guessing whether or not, what it is, how it's going to fit. And more details is always great because it tells you, usually the fabric's ounces or weight of the fabric and what it's made of as well. And that's available on pretty much all of them, if I'm not mistaken. You can check out all the different colors, all that cool stuff. And then head on over to accessories. Lots of new items here as well. We got a rocks glass, a pint glass, a notebook. We got a iPhone case as well that works for, you can either choose glossy or matte finish. So you could either have it, glossy or matte. And it works from the iPhone 12 all the way to the 15 Plus. I'm assuming the 16 is also coming. That just needs to be updated, frankly. Because I guess it's a little size difference for the 16. Maybe it's a little larger, but it seems like the iPhones are getting much more cohesive, if you will. Soy Candle is brand new as well. This is the insulated tumbler. You've seen me drink out of it about 1,000 times. So go ahead and check those out. Ships worldwide, members of the website save 15% on every order. And if you're unfamiliar, go ahead and head on over to the YouTube page where all of these streams live. If you're watching live on Twitch, this is where all the streams live, because Twitch has like a weird 14-day policy of you can host it for 14 days and then they just get rid of it. It's like, wait, what? So this is where all of the videos or streams live. There's over 1,000 videos up until, a couple months, I'd say, at this point. Usually did one video per video. That was a lot of editing. I was doing about 10 videos a week. No, I was doing 14 videos a week. I was doing 2 videos every day for about a year and a half, maybe even a little longer than that. But this has definitely helped quite a bit. A little bit of a work-life balance by doing 5 videos per stream. So go ahead and check out the streams. Last one was a long one. It was about almost 4 hours. Very close to 4 hours. So go ahead and check that out. It's a lot of interesting facts. And, if you're unfamiliar with how this works, basically I react to the video, I say my spiel, and then we look up links and find out some information on the shows and the characters and the actors. It's really informative. It's something I haven't really seen out of anything else or any channel else. So I think it's quite fascinating, and I find it interesting. I'm always super curious with shows and actors and all that good stuff. So it's a lot of stuff I haven't seen before, but I try to educate myself as much as possible. And you as well. If you haven't seen anything, I'm sure you've learned quite a few things here as well. So yeah, go ahead and check it out. Throw a subscribe to the channel, please. It's free, it's easy, and you can do it today. So do it today. Just to give you kind of a full transparency here, this was last month's not subscribed viewers. So basically my plea is, let's try to get these numbers up. It's rookie numbers. Let's try to get those up. If you're knowledgeable about your Wolf of Wall Street movie quotes. If we had just half of those, this channel would have a little bit more sway to it. Community gets a lot larger. Maybe people are more apt to click on a video and join the community if they see more people subscribing to it. I have no idea. That's kind of my reasoning for this push. I think it just elevates the channel itself, and maybe we can get more people coming in. I think that would be awesome, especially in the Discord, which is very cool. Just kind of extend those conversations, add more opinions. I think it'd be great. So subscribe today. It is free. It is easy, and I appreciate it. I don't know. Let's set a goal of like 25,000 by. Actually, you know what? Let's go 20,000 by January 1st. Let's try that. Let's give it a shot. All right. So help out today. I appreciate it. Let's try to go 20,000 by January 1st. Yes. Oh, I brought it up. I just brought it up. Go ahead and join the Discord. It is available. It's free. It's awesome. Lots of great people in there right now. Let me look up the numbers real quick. I think we got over 145 members currently. 145 members. So join today. It's free. It's awesome. People are super nice. It's been a great community, and I'm sure you will add wonderful things to it. If you're wondering what it is, at the top, it's actually pretty cool. It gives you a little link to the Twitch so you can watch live if you want to join live. If you enjoy the YouTube experience, because I always put timestamps under the videos in the description, totally get that. You want to like move around and switch from video to video, I totally get it. But if you want to join live, it's there. It's available. And it tells you all about it and whatnot. It's super cool. And let's see. If you would like to request a channel, say you want to talk about something or you're interested in something and it's not listed in the channels, you can go ahead and join that and just ask for it and we'll make it. It's literally that easy. It's literally that easy. Public lobby is just kind of where we all hang out in general. Updates from Todd, that is literally just me telling you if stream's going to be a little late. Maybe the upload to YouTube is going to take a while because something got blocked or whatever. I just kind of update you from there based on, you know, what's happening, basically. Maybe a stream has to move to a different day, which will affect the upload, you know, timing and stuff like that. You'll know first. And let's see. We got ZeeNuNew, which we will be reacting to today. Critical Role, Bridgerton, K-pop, anime, Donmei, BTS, 911, Doctor Who, Umbrella Academy, Shadow and Bone. Just a ton of amazing topics. Brand new is One Piece live action. Teen Wolf, Vampire Diaries is brand new as well. So if you want to talk about those shows, people in those shows, possible spin-offs, will they come back? Won't they come back? Maybe an anniversary, all the good stuff. You can go ahead and talk about it with others in there. And then obviously there's a bunch of fun ones as well. Pet pictures, memes, adventures we go on, food we enjoy or don't enjoy. You know, it's up to you whether you enjoyed it or not. What's going on, Jace? Welcome in. Hobbies, happy and wholesome, all that good stuff. So if you're looking for a fun community and an interesting place to hang out, certainly the Discord is a place for that. So, now that I've talked about it, go ahead and check out the merch. I'm sure you'll enjoy it. And it's definitely a little early where I live for winter clothes, but you know, stock up now before it's cold, and then you'll have it when it's cold. It's just kind of one of those things. Prepare, right? Prepare. So let's go ahead and, and if you're watching on Twitch, go ahead and hit the follow button. That's what this little, where is it? This little goal is right here. It doesn't do anything special. Once we meet the goal, it just stays like that. And then when the next stream happens, it just extends it. So I was hoping it would do like some like explosion or something in the corner. Who knows? But unfortunately, it does not. The first video of the day is going to be Catherine and the Salvatore's Bloodstream. And it is from... Actually, it would help if I got rid of the info windows. Hold on a second. Retake. Try number 2. There we go. It is from Vampire Diaries, obviously. Sure you're aware. And if you're not, you are now. Let's go ahead and jump in.
All because you love the same woman 145 years ago?
She wasn't just any girl. It's Pierce.
Please, call me Catherine. The smart and kind Salvatore brothers both coming to my rescue.
Well, I do declare.
All I ever choose. The three of us together, just like old times. The brother who loved me too much, and the one that didn't love me enough.
Oh, yikes.
Good morning.
Well, if you watched the last stream, you know my feelings on that.
For us, Stefan. You, me, and Damon.
Catherine never compelled me. I knew everything.
I never compelled your love.
I am in love with you.
It was real. I've never loved you.
Well, you're right now.
No. Please, Damon. Your name.
Oh.
about you.
Ah, good old masquerade ball.
This is my love, not enough.
It's a little weird to have both brothers lusting over the same person.
Every awful thing I've ever done is linked to her. She
What?
taught me how to kill. I don't enjoy it.
And that's how it's done.
Good old sibling
She
rivalry.
ruined me.
Ouch. She knew where you were, Damon. She didn't care.
Duh.
When did you get so hot?
Catherine is dead. And you hate me because you loved her. And you tortured me. Because you still do.
She was toying with you. I looked at her. I love Damon too.
You are who you are. Because I'm the one that taught you how to love.
Good night, Catherine. See you in hell, Catherine. Burn in hell.
Ooh. Oh my gosh. Whoa. Whoa. That was a little more interesting than just focusing on them lusting over the same person. Catherine's an interesting character. Actually, I think I like Catherine more than Elena. Is that sacrilegious to say? I have no idea. But she just seems more interesting. Maybe that's just because it's a character that gets brought in. Maybe it's because it's a character that's super old and not like a high schooler or whatever. Just kind of gives a bit of depth to the character in a way. But I don't know. Catherine just seems more interesting to me. Catherine was so iconic. Well, I'm glad you agree. And welcome as well. All right, let's bring up some information to kind of round out this character a little bit more. Katerina, you may be looking for Catherine, character from the novels. Quote to Damon, I have everything I want, Damon, or I'm about to. Once that last bell rings, this stupid town will go up in flames and everybody will go poof. Well, they'll burn alive first, but then their ashes will go poof. Wow. That's pretty epic. That's a bit dark. But pretty sweet. Was a witch of the Traveler subculture and a former main character of the Vampire Diaries. Also the second known Petrova, doppelganger of Amara, and a former vampire. She was the main antagonist of season 1, mostly off screen though. And one of the main antagonists of season 2, second half of season 4, and the first half of season 5. She's also the final antagonist of season 8. Interesting. Catherine can be considered the main antagonist of the series overall due to a major antagonist in the first, second, 4th, 5th, and 8th seasons, and all of the antagonists that were a result of her actions. 1490, disowned by her father because she brought shame upon her family after giving birth to a baby girl out of wedlock when she was 17. So she was on the first ever season of Teen Mom on MTV. She was forced to give the baby up for adoption and then was exiled to England. Wow, got kicked out of the country. She quickly assimilated into English culture and met two nobleman brothers, Nicholas and Elijah. At first, she was attracted to both men, but in time, she eventually learned that she was a Petrova doppelganger and that Klaus was planning on using her as a sacrifice in order to break the curse that bound his werewolf side. She sabotaged his plan by running away with the Moonstone, which bound the curse, and then tricked Rose into feeding her vampire blood so she could turn herself into a vampire. Because Catherine was no longer human, her blood no longer was a viable component of the ritual to undo the curse. Klaus was so infuriated with Catherine's sabotage that she was forced to live on the run for over 500 years. Good grief, as he hunted her down. Was supposed to be killed off early, but fans loved her so much they kept her throughout the show. That's awesome. Wow. Gotta love it when, showrunners and writers listen to the fans, give the fans what they want. Obviously, they have their own vision and whatnot. They take it where they want it, but to pay attention that much, to be able to shift things and, make some changes here and there on the fly, that's pretty amazing. During the 20th century, she continued to keep tabs on Stefan while still hiding from Klaus, including 2 separate sightings in Chicago in the 20s, the Roaring 20s, and the 80s. Boy, the 20s have not been roaring this time around, have they? Quite the opposite, actually. In 2010, she came back to Mystic Falls with the intention of finally earning her freedom from Klaus by handing over the Petrova doppelganger who came after her, Elena. Sweeten the potential deal with Klaus, she killed Caroline Forbes, who had Damon's blood in her system and later transitioned to a vampire, and tricked Mason and Tyler into triggering their werewolf curses. After failing to induce Klaus's forgiveness by securing the cure and handing it over to Elijah in season 4, Catherine managed to draw Klaus away from Mystic Falls by revealing to him in a letter that a witch in New Orleans named Jane Ann Devereaux was plotting against him. Once Klaus and Elijah officially returned to New Orleans, Catherine moved back to Mystic Falls, confident that the Michelsons would be too preoccupied with their complications there to pay any attention to her. It's a bold move. She was sent to hell. Wow. Eventually returned, became an ally of Kai, became the Queen of Hell. She was killed by the Mystic Falls gang after Bonnie sent Hellfire back to hell with Catherine while Catherine was there. Hell was destroyed and Catherine's fate remained unknown. Either she was destroyed with Hell or moved on and found peace. Wow. What a story. Holy cow. No wonder. They just took that character and kind of ran with it. Some of the best characters are like that, and Buffy Spike was never meant to survive season 2. Really? Whoa. That's a huge character, change. Certainly seems like Catherine was as well. The main antagonist of the show. It's unbelievable. Catherine's birthday is June 5th, and her astrological sign is Gemini. In a deleted scene of season 2, her original birthday was June 22nd. Ironically and coincidentally, the same birthday as Elena. Oh. Interesting. Catherine, after being cured, wow. Cured from the curse, possessed all the standard powers and abilities of a mortal witch. She then possessed little fighting ability and also possessed a weak form of traveler magic due to belonging to a cursed culture of witches. However, she was shown using her witchcraft only twice in order to become a passenger in Elena's body and to give her daughter a vision of what her life should have been like. Caroline about Catherine's uncanny self-preservation. This is Catherine we're talking about. She's going to see a sneak attack coming from a mile away. Being 538 years old made Catherine one of the most powerful vampires to appear in the series, so she was forced to take the cure, which turned her back into a witch of the Traveler subculture. Wow. Known and feared by nearly everyone. Had the typical weaknesses of a non-original vampire until she was forced to take the cure, which turned her back into a witch. She then had the typical weaknesses of a witch until her death. Interesting. 538 years old. Can you imagine? The back pain. The joint pain. Oh my gosh. Be hard to go on. You'd have to, I don't know how you would be eating. You'd have to like come up with new food or something. Just can't eat the same thing for 538 years. There's only so many times you can go to Taco Bell, you know? Catherine and the Salvatore brothers. I'm rewatching the show and I'm on season 2. Which brother loved Catherine more? In the beginning of the show, we can see how much Damon wanted Catherine back. And yet it was Stefan who kept a picture of her after all these years. It was Stefan who made a play at Elena first. Damon made a play at Elena after he learned how kind she was. Why did Catherine want both of them to be vampires? Catherine has always made it clear that she loves Stefan, that it was always going to be Stefan. We also know that she liked to toy around with men. Did she turn Damon into a vampire just to continue to toy with him? Interesting. Person said, I think Damon loved her more. He was never compelled by her, but Stefan was. Catherine, I think, did love both of them, but her true love was Stefan. I think a lot of it was that he was harder to get. Catherine loves the challenge. Stefan has a lot of traits, and Catherine admires even though she'd hate to admit it. Person says, Catherine loved them both for very different reasons, but the one she wanted was Stefan, partly because I think he kept rejecting her once he knew the truth. Stefan loved the girl he thought she was and was repulsed by the reality. Ooh, that's a tough hurdle to get over. Hence why he kept the picture. Damon was the one truly in love with her, but in the flashbacks, it was clear he was enthralled by her, even without compulsion, and she clearly wanted someone who was a, quote, equal. Ironically, Damon and Catherine were far more compatible by the time the show started, but Kathy burned that bridge with napalm, and Damon is not a forgiving type. Pity. Well, you can read that yourself. It would have been legendary. It would have been legendary. Damon loved Catherine more. However, Damon's love was more like an obsession. Stefan's love for Catherine was more normal compared to Damon's love. I didn't see either as loving her more than the other, but both loved in their own ways. I don't think either. Okay, so they loved them differently. I'm seeing that a couple times. Kind of makes sense, honestly. It's up to interpretation, however you feel. Whichever one loved Catherine more. But yeah, I would agree that in the start of the show, from what I saw, Damon was probably more compatible, frankly. He was kind of on his, you know, how do I even say that? S up. He was on his FS up tour. Just kind of, you know, not a lot of cares, you know, just I'm doing me, and whatever happens to you because of it, it is what it is. That was very much his seeming attitude. It's what I gathered. Very interesting. That was a great edit. That was a very good edit. Gosh, what an interesting show. I love the fact that the writers shifted gears on Catherine and they didn't just kill her off or just, you know, quickly remove her. The question I have is, you know, it said in season 8, didn't Nina leave the show earlier than that? Or did she leave the show pretty late? I'm trying to think. I think that was really the nail in the coffin. Puns aside, the nail in the coffin for the show. Because I think as soon as you start losing main characters, a couple of them start to go, or they get the idea of going, or people think, oh, you know, we can offer up a role to one of these characters or one of these actors, because they're looking to move on, or you know, maybe that's a sign of things to come. I think it's usually a bad sign when the main actors start leaving. She left in season 7, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, that's pretty late. That's good. But yeah, I think as soon as one goes, it's probably open season on managers and talent agents to be like, all right, what's the best offer? Or maybe they saw, you know, the writing on the wall and the writers only wanted to do a certain amount of seasons. So they were starting to look for other things. But yeah, I think it was a good time to exit stage left. And it seems like everything that I read from the writers and the showrunners that they were exiting stage left as well. So it just kind of worked out kind of beautifully. She got out while the getting was good. You know, you want to be on people's minds, right? You don't want to be, you know, oh, remember me from that show like 10 years ago? No, you want to move on like as it's at its peak or right as it's about to come down or right before it ends, right? Or gets canceled or whatever. So, I don't know. I think it was a good move on her part to bail. I think last stream someone said she came back for the final episode. That's cool. That's cool. Because it did make her. I'm pretty sure you're right on that. Because the show, you know, definitely helped make her what she is. So I think that's really cool. That's giving the show like a bit of respect. Just coming back for like maybe a day of shooting or half a day of shooting or something like that. I like that because it shows just how much the actor actually enjoyed their time there, as opposed to, you know, the character getting written off and never to be seen of again. Oh my gosh. Excellent edit. Link down below in the YouTube description for the original video. Go throw it some love. The second video of the day is My Lady Jane TikTok edits because the show deserved a second season. It was canceled after one season? Oh my gosh. Did it really? One season. Good grief. Failed to attract a wide audience or make Nielsen's top 10 weekly streaming ratings for originals, according to Deadline. Dang. That's annoying. I mean, good grief. Yeah, despite good reviews, Kate was loving it. Oh, wow. That's too bad. That is really too bad. So annoying. Cancellation was met with backlash and a petition. Wow, including from A Song of Ice and Fire creator George R.R. Martin. George, for the love of God, just work on the books, okay? Start writing. Complete it, please. I don't even read the books, and I want you to finish the book. Quit watching shows. Show was popular with critics with a 91 to 94% critical approval rating on Rotten Tomatoes. Holy crap. That is certified fresh, and it was canceled after one season? Ay, ay, ay. Well, that's Amazon. They'll cancel that, but they won't cancel Rings of Power because they spent a lot more money on it. A lot more money on it. All right, let's go ahead and hop into this. My Lady Jane, may she rest in peace. TikTok edits, because the show deserved a second season. Let's do it. Oh. Let me fix this so we can actually see it. Yoink. Move it over there. That'll be easier. And go.
We were born to die.
Let us must take a moment to reassure our viewers that there is no such thing as love at first sight, but lust at first sight. Oh yes, totally a thing.
Left me standing by
Oh yes.
Perhaps Medic was wrong and I do have the affliction simply crawling all over my lungs. And hey, now that we're married, you'll catch it and we'll both die.
Fingers crossed. Jane, please
don't. Guildford, you don't need a cure. You cannot change what you are, and you shouldn't have to. Not for your father, not for me, not for anyone.
Jane, please shut
up. It is
up.
this kingdom that needs to change, not you.
Heck yeah. Got everything you want.
Sometimes the silence guides our minds to move to a place so far away.
Ooh.
But you don't know the way that you look when your steps make that much noise. I got you.
It's Henry Cavill from Wish. Or Temu.
Your father had to buy you a wife.
Well, I should thank him, because of all the heinous know-it-all wenches in the world. I got stuck with you.
How dare you speak to me like that?
Because I'm your lord husband, who you are to love, honor, and obey.
Oh. Cool yourself off. Oh.
Missed.
Those reflexes.
Move, or he'll gut you. He really will. He hates Ethians.
Everyone knows the pack are a bunch of violent criminals.
This is your husband.
I know, wait, I'll swear.
Correcto mundo.
You make these little cures and things.
Patronizing, but yes. So you married me for my brain? God, you are clever.
Of course I fucking am. Oh, I imagined you in bed. But, I mean, I thought you'd be asleep. I thought you didn't sleep.
I thought you knew how to knock.
I did. For quite some time. I could hear you snoring through the door.
From now on, we address her as your Royal Majesty, Queen of England. Your Royal Majesty.
Edward?
King Edward is dead. His Majesty named you heir to the crown.
Where's Guildford?
It's gone.
Gone.
Do you forgive me, my lady?
Fuck no.
Do you know how crazy that would be? To just one day be forced into that position and all of a sudden everybody who ever talked to you or, you know, knew you has now got to call you something completely different. And it just creates like this odd, like, what do I call you? Just like, I don't know. Just call me, you know, by my name unless we're in some sort of public setting. Like that would just be awkward at best. I don't know how I would handle that, honestly.
Choosing.
Shut up, Margaret.
Oh, lovely. Shut up, Catherine.
I guess anyone close to me, I would just be like, just treat it like it didn't happen.
Pox on her.
Yeah, pox on her.
Your excuses mean nothing now.
Mother, stop it!
Child.
What are you doing?
You, strong,
Sharp. Fiery angel.
Wow.
Oops.
That's your response. So you could recite the Ark poet standing on a table in a dirt floor tavern, but you can't muster a simple apology.
I said oops.
You mispronounced Weena.
My
by the
bad.
way. Vina. Where'd you learn your Latin? In a ditch.
Who would teach Latin in a ditch?
Oh, you're missing the point.
The point being?
Your mediocre Latin and disappointing table manners.
Are we at a table? No.
Again, missing the point.
Has anybody ever told you that you're an insufferable pedant?
Oh, well, where I come from, pedantry is a virtue.
Where I come from, amiability trumps semantics.
Amiability is for the meek.
Amiability is for the amiable.
You were the rudest man I have ever met.
Well, the night is young. Mingle.
Oh, I intend to. Good night.
Oh my god.
Who are you?
Who are you?
Excellent. Excellent. That banter was good.
Are you looking for these?
All right. We see you. We see you.
And now we're gonna gut you.
The way to end that.
Smell like a forgotten chamber pot.
Luke
I have
Thirst
not
Trap.
smelled you.
Trademark.
And I don't intend to.
Consider me withered.
Miss!
Jane, that's the...
Good night.
Luke knows how to keep an audience. I'll say that.
That's it.
Fucking tits! Fuck!
Miss! I love you.
If you're unfamiliar, the TikTok edits here were put together, compiled by Luke, who is the mod, one of the mods in the Discord, and also a ToddReacts.com member. So, link down below in the YouTube description for the original. Go throw it some much-deserved love. And also check out the channel. There's tons of compilations.
You're 10. Beer only.
I love wine. Nice wedding, mother. She's yoked to the crappiest pig nut for life. And she's got a shag him. Disgusting.
Ah, the small grey. What an interestingly violent child.
Pox on her.
Yeah, pox on her.
Yeah, pox on her.
Say that!
Hello, Poppet. Having fun?
No, he hates you. Would you rather have no teeth or no fingers?
No fingers. I really like eating.
The amount of times I say, hello, puppet, because I'm just thinking about, oh gosh, I don't even remember the character's name from Pirates of the Caribbean, but it just gets me every time.
Approved. Here you go.
Hello, puppet.
She hates me.
No, she doesn't. It's just her way.
No, it's a shit way. Fuck Mary.
Fuck Mary, indeed.
All right, they're bonding.
Before I give you your heart's desire, you must give me mine.
Oh, fine, we shall marry. I wish to announce her big step.
Not yet. We spoke about this, sweetie. It seems to have a ring on its finger. Don't tell me.
Yes, I'm going to marry him.
Over my dead body.
I was not expecting that song.
Here's an idea. Find the source and the poison. Find the poisoner.
Didn't I just say that? Chop.
Find the source of the poison, find the poisoner. I mean, that is solid detective work.
Dad! Should we get spiffy and talk about girls?
What? Oh, shut up. Listen to me.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Don't be mad.
Oh, bugger.
Whoever gets the crown controls the world. To the coast, Devon, just you and me, father and son, best mates.
I need an alibi people will believe.
I'll get you another bud.
Where are you going? Did you not see me, Stanley?
I ignored you. I? I'm ignoring you.
That is one way to definitely piss somebody off. Just to walk right by them. Just ghost them.
You are unbelievable. He died, I'm fine.
He died, she's fine.
I am his wife, his chattel,
His problem and no longer mine.
You must actually shag. Seal the deal.
Mouth closed, legs open.
Solid advice.
Hold anything firm, firmly, and anything soft, softly.
Apparently it really hurts.
Shh, don't listen to her. What? Well, you'll do, I suppose.
You don't talk about girls.
What? Oh, shut up, listen to me.
Was I a bargain?
I would have paid them to take him. Eat your swan.
All that I have is yours. Right, drinky poo.
I just want to say a few words
Drinky
about
poo.
how proud I am of myself.
Right now, me, we must safeguard the will. Do you understand? So stand and go. I'll get you another bud.
Actually,
Dudley and I have a marriage contract to discuss.
I would like to say something first.
Wow, that was something.
Do me the honor of being my wife eternal.
No.
That was decent education right there. Decent.
So how's your mum for me? What's up, pussycat?
Please introduce us.
Nah, I was dead.
Wow. Okay. I like that character a lot. Very sarcastic, very witty.
My oldest friend.
Wilkins don't have friends. They have subjects. And counselors like Moyer.
It was about you.
All right. I'm a horrible monster for wanting my son to be King of England, yes? How do you feel about
That is so weird.
I know. Filthy.
You can't think about friendship. You have to just think about subjects.
I'm freaking out. This is my freaking out
It should be simple.
Like people become
You should not be
commodities.
responsible for what happens next. You'd be superfluous.
And the worst part is you can't trust anyone, right? That's the one thing I've learned from all these Tudor shows and all this historical drama and whatnot. Anywhere around court, everyone's just vying to either get something for themselves or end your life. Or like take it from themselves, whatever. It is just wild to watch some of these. Hey, what's going on, Andy? Glad you're back home from work.
You'll excuse me. I have a wedding to plan. No.
I'm sure you feel amazing.
Soldiers, no crown. No crown, no bueno. Ah, the console. Not for long.
As soon as I close that laptop for the day, I'm like, ooh, amazing.
Let us take a moment in appreciation of the swoon.
In history, Jane Grey was beheaded. Kate told me this was an alternate. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, getting beheaded. I mean, I guess that kind of just goes into what I was talking about. Don't trust anyone.
Worthy bravado of Lord Guilford Dudley. And while we're at it, let us take a moment to appreciate his calves and glutes.
Ah, yeah. They'll do that.
But I'm gonna fight beside I'm gonna fight beside Guilford and save the woman he loves.
Coming off very much so that character, I don't even know the name,
Oh, they love me.
is
Married life.
basically the comic relief. Pulling it off well, too. Everything I've seen has been kind of funny.
She's a woman.
I'm a woman.
Yes, but you have Guilford. Both in and out of the sack. Because she was a beast.
I get it, Dudley. I don't need a king. Edward chose me.
And he chose your son. He only named you because you're marrying Guilford and
That's not true.
Oh, it is. I was there.
No banquet.
Yes, banquet.
You know, as bad as getting beheaded is, at least you're remembered, right? That's one quick way to end up in the history books.
It's been a pleasure.
We should do something amazing.
Is that a butterfly?
Hmm?
Tell me about you.
My fiancé has the plague.
Hmm?
I spy a maiden shoulder. Tell you what, chaps, I do rather fancy mummykins. Ow! Look at him. We just feel so sad. You're scaring me. I kind of like it. How's married life? Tally-ho. Good luck with that. Bit lanky, innit? Say hi to your mum for me.
Yeah, I was pretty confused by that. I'm like, wait, what? There's magic?
What are you? A bunny rabbit?
A bear.
I'm Marta.
Yeah, okay.
That is so interesting.
Just sweet gift to offer Jane. A princess? She does love the natural sciences.
Historical fantasy
Cousin Jane.
and Tudor romance.
Jane's
Then at least I'll get to see Jane one last time before I die.
Well, there's some positives.
Do you not recognize me? It is I, your king, Edward.
He's a bit touched. Last week, he thought he was the Holy Roman Emperor.
Even if I don't prove my innocence, you can live. My family can live.
So she didn't prove her innocence because she was beheaded.
Do you forgive me, my lady?
Fuck no.
Mm.
I said no! 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 No!
Mm.
No!
The double bird. Wow.
And Catherine loves bedding ceremonies.
My sister trusts me.
son of a man who wants to kill us all.
What did you say? Head something in my mouth, in my eye.
You're gonna find yourself somewhere.
You mercenary bitch.
We do not do that anymore.
You'll be prettier if you smile.
Hey, standing up for herself.
I don't fail. You are fired. Shut up. You should be.
There is that special moment in every kid's life where they finally stand up for themselves against their parents or whoever's in authority. It is a beautiful moment. A little uprising, right? Finally mature enough or big enough where you're just like, hey, enough of that. No more groundings.
Of course it's me.
No more timeouts.
I smell a hug. You can't smell hugs, Stanley.
Mm.
Please, just let me go.
Why would I do that? Give me one reason.
Jane. Jane is the reason.
Actual history, she was queen for 9 days, but never made it to coronation. Henry VIII's oldest daughter, Mary, usurped her, had her beheaded. Jane was Edward's cousin. Mary was his older sister, so both had factions wying them on the throne. Queen Mary Tudor won. Oh, that's right. AKA Bloody Mary, Mary the Bloody. Yeah. Okay. I'm starting to piece it together now. Good grief.
Can we get spiffy and talk about girls? What? Oh, shut up. Listen to me. You bring it back to me for safekeeping.
Could you imagine being in the middle of that? Just the amount of backstabbing, politics.
Controls the world.
Ugh.
My future, your future. I'll get you another bud.
There's something to be said about a simple, easy life, right? You know, sometimes being born into, you know, an heir or heiress of, you know, aristocracy has its advantages, of course, but boy, sometimes it doesn't.
I'm so stressed. Can I come in?
I think I'd much prefer just having a nice, normal life.
We were on a chummy jaunt to
With the
coast.
regular ups and downs,
Devon,
of course.
Just you and me, father and son, best mates.
We need an alibi people will believe.
Dad's going to be boiled alive.
Yes, and?
Oh, hi, girls.
Our perfectly imperfect.
Yeah, so far I
heroine
like
has
the brother
just
the best.
One regret.
Just that
She didn't
kinda
ever tell
comedic
Guildford that what she feels for him
relief.
is indeed
Kinda interesting.
true love, and that love might just give her the strength to die.
Almost like a audience voice, if you will. Like a more modern interpretation. Kind of surveying things.
You end this marriage, or I will make you end it.
I am the queen. You have no power to make me do anything.
Oh, God. Do you love him? You do?
What if I didn't want a divorce?
What if you did?
What?
Don't say what, say pardon.
Pardon? Don't say pardon, say what? We do not do that anymore.
You know what's very annoying is the fact that, you know, these historical dramas typically do not get decent viewership. You know, obviously Bridgerton's kind of a exception to the rule, but a lot of these don't. But they are so beautifully done and entertaining and interesting. You know, the costumes, the setting, the dialogue is fascinating. Like, they're usually very good. Like, I've seen a lot of them on Netflix and whatnot, and they're always interesting, you know. Sometimes they're historically accurate, sometimes they're, you know, not. But I will say this, I've enjoyed, I think, each and every one of them. The Medicis was great. The Tudors was fantastic. Like, they're just interesting. They're fantastic. Reign was incredible. I'm sure they don't get a lot of viewership, but dang it. It would have been nice if, you know, Amazon stuck it out, even without the numbers and viewership, because the ratings, the critics were like, holy crap, this is good. It just wasn't getting the amount of eyeballs, which should be totally fine, honestly.
Every single one of you bowed to me.
You know,
and
Mad
called
Men
me
did
your
not
queen.
get a lot
So
of
if I am a traitor,
viewers, but
so are you.
critically it was
Renaming Jane was a clear
regarded as one of the
fraudulent
best
lie.
shows ever.
I will not be silenced. My lords, when you
And
adjourned
it's still
to
got
consider
7
Jane's fate,
seasons.
Consider this. What would you have done if you were in her
It made it through a
Ignore the
writer's
wishes
strike.
of your
It made
beloved
it through
king
like
and
a bunch of different
or
stuff.
dutifully accept the orders handed to you with grace and dignity. Princess Elizabeth is telling the truth. I am innocent. Jane was loyal and good.
If anything, you're just telling showrunners and writers, hey, if you don't get a certain number, we're getting rid of it. So it's like, why would you go to Amazon
Grey
at that
married
point?
an
Just to
Ethian knowingly.
There is
throw it
only
at the
one
wall, hopefully it
punishment.
sticks,
Death. Just please leave him alone.
knowing
No.
that if you don't get a certain number, they'll just pull the plug on you.
Jane.
For that reason alone, Amazon would be last on my list. At that point, I basically just gave up. All right, nobody else wants it. I guess I'll give Amazon a shot.
So we're not doing it?
The thing is, Guildford. What?
You've never said my name before.
Ooh, how intimate.
Ducklings never say die!
Wait a minute. Never say die.
Jane's
What is this, the
only
Goonies?
thought is,
Guildford.
You told me everything. You hurt? Did you talk to the council?
Shut up and kiss me. I'm staying here.
Then I won't leave you.
Such a classic
I'm
line.
not
Shut up
giving
and
you a
kiss me.
choice. If you stay, they'll find out what you are, and Mary will kill you. I can't have it. I won't. I just need to know about my husband.
Let's go.
If you know something, please tell me.
Stay alive here, or perish painfully with your bride.
Well, then at least I'll get to see Jane one last time before I die.
What are you doing?
Shut up, I'm saving you.
Jane, don't you bark!
I can't break them.
Leave me.
I'll never leave you. I love you.
I love you too.
Wow. Wow. Both going up in flames.
I'll need a dagger. Luckily, I have a spare.
That's not a dagger.
Letter opener.
This is a dagger.
Little shout out to Crocodile Hunter. You call that a knife? This is a knife. Or Spaceballs. I see your Schwartz as big as mine. Classic.
Lies.
Sit down, Princess Elizabeth.
I will not sit down. I will not be silenced. Edward named Jane Grey heir to the throne. Jane was loyal and good.
I don't know what to do.
I can show you. If you want me to. You hurt?
Shut up and kiss me. What if I didn't want a divorce?
What if you did?
Oh, fuck me. You can't propose to me, Scrope. I'm already married.
I do not wish to discuss my wife.
I was going to say, it's been a while. It's been a while.
Venice? Oh, you'd fucking love Constantinople. Massive library.
Fucking tits! Fuck!
You!
Did you really intend to brain me with that rock?
Of course, I thought you were
Brain me with the rock.
brig into something.
I'm far too handsome to be a vagabond. Next time, pick a bigger rock.
You can't force me to go back.
Well, it's clearly quite impossible to force you to do anything. But seeing as a dead wife might be challenging to explain to the authorities without drawing unwanted attention.
That's not a dagger. This is a dagger.
Can you just call me a wanker?
That scene is amazing.
But I rather expect you're wanting. Very picture of chivalric manhood.
Did you just say that you're picturing my manhood?
Wow.
Definitely a modernized approach to the historical drama.
Dressing room all night, you knave.
You locked yourself in the sodding dressing room, you numpty.
You're a horse.
Perhaps Medica's wrong and I do have the
What'd you call me?
crawling all over my lungs. And hey, now that we're married, you'll catch it and we'll both die.
Fingers crossed.
Have fun getting yourself killed.
Right.
I will, thank you.
Oh my gosh.
Parties or evening balls?
My father's in debt up to his balls. Eyeballs. I'd rather have an evening ball, please, because, you know,
Evening balls.
Yep, was expecting that.
Evening balls.
Grand romantic gestures or subtle ones.
Subtle ones.
Really? You're not into like someone showing up on a white stallion?
No, especially if it would be public, that might kill me.
I've got to cancel a white stallion I hired.
So do you come here often?
Latin or English?
Latin.
Really?
Yeah, because I know English.
You're going to sit through a terrible poem from a suitor or have an awful dance partner.
I think I like the poem.
Really?
Yeah. My ex-husband was a poet. Not husband exactly. And he used to read filthy poems, horrid poems about me. And so, yeah, I'd be like, yeah, no.
It's the effort that
Would you rather
counts.
stage a coup by yourself or have someone else do your dirty work?
I'll hire someone. 'Cause if I get caught...
I might play it smart and have someone else do my dirty work.
Yeah, it definitely makes it more accessible for sure.
Ordered by my sister to slay me.
If I wanted to slay you, sweet cheeks, you'd be slain.
Oh, sweet cheeks.
Do you want love letters or love songs?
Love songs, definitely. Considering Stam serenades you at the window, I think that's the appropriate choice.
Yeah.
That was a fun scene.
That was lovely.
I don't like it when I'm fighting.
But you're so good at it.
Thank you. So are you.
You are one of the most notorious rakes in London.
Thank you.
No, it's not a good thing.
At least I have friends.
And yet you still married me.
I had my reasons. What were your reasons?
Money. And to save my sister Catherine from an ancient duke who smells like a forgotten chamber pot.
Do I smell like a forgotten chamber pot?
I have not smelled you, and I don't intend to.
My father's in debt up to his balls. Eyeballs.
You're supposed to be rich, that was the whole point.
I didn't arrange this marriage.
Then I'll take your family's silver. Either you help me, or you shut up and get out of my way.
And what if I forbid it?
Oh, go on, then forbid it. You tell your po-faced servant to lock up your wife, I dare you. There, have a nice big drink.
Yes, I will, thank you. Have fun getting yourself killed.
I will, thank you.
I'm here because you asked me to help you, so let me.
The bickering.
What?
What?
You were staring at me.
No, I wasn't.
Oh, some of these songs are cracking me up.
Fine.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Leave me.
Never.
Some of them just don't even relate to what we're watching. It's kind of funny. Although I kind of understand it because songs trend and you're trying to catch the trend. So you just use the song because it's popular at the moment.
We'll catch it, we'll both die.
Fingers crossed.
Right. It's so like such an emotionally heavy video, and it's like, call me maybe.
This is your husband.
Like this works. All right. Link down below in the YouTube description. Go check out Luke's video. Throw it some love, and also check out the channel because there's a ton of videos on there. Compilations of TikTok edits. It's fantastic. There's a lot of videos we haven't reacted to yet. Go ahead and check it out. And subscribe. All that good stuff. Let's pull up some information on the show. Just kind of give us a little bit more of a clue as to what we were seeing there. Obviously, the bantering was fantastic. I loved it. Seems like the brother is a very good comedic relief. It's kind of an interesting opinionist too. Like the opinions from that character were so spot on. Yeah, other than that, I mean, interesting to say the least. Definitely kind of gave me the vibes of Rain and whatnot. Like I have a playlist of sad songs to when I feel down. Right. Yeah, exactly. My Lady Jane, titled My Queen Jane, on screen for 4 episodes through 6. Oh, that's interesting. Made for Amazon. It was made for Amazon Prime Video? Interesting. All right. And they just killed it off like that? Good grief. Cutthroat. Reimagining the life of Lady Jane Grey. In August that year, Amazon canceled it after 1 season. So literally less than a month later, they canceled it. Good grief. Like I said, inspired backlash and a petition, including the fantasy author who just can't seem to find any time to write, George R.R. Martin. What's up, Luke? An excellent compilation. Oh, nice. Very nice. Hope you had a nice drink. In an alternate 16th century England, Lady Jane Grey is coerced by her mother into marrying Lord Dudley. Jane, as a cousin to Edward VI, is in line to the throne. The world of My Lady Jane is inhabited by Ethians, humans who can take animal form. Interesting. As well as ordinary humans, well, I would hope, known as Verity. It's interesting. In England, the Verity Ruin class have driven Ethians out of society. In response, Ethians have formed a group called the Pack. Boy, you know what's funny? In most of those edits, you would have no idea that was part of the show, except for that one where that dude turned into a cat. That was the only clue that I had. Not drunk enough. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that was interesting. I would have never guessed there was like magic in it or whatever. Except for that one edit. So thankfully that one edit was included. When Jane's father, Henry Grey, dies without a male heir, his great uncle, Duke of Leicester, inherits everything. Leicester wants Jane to marry Lord Dudley. Jane and her maid, Susanna, attempt to flee Jane's forced marriage to Guildford, but are captured. Susanna escapes, revealing herself to be an Ethian, a.k.a. she can transform into an animal. King Edward VI prepares his will, secretly naming Jane as the heir. Edward's dog, Petunia, reveals herself as an Ethian, sent to protect Edward by his great-grandmother. Edward learns that he is not, as he thought, suffering from an illness known as the affliction, but instead is being slowly poisoned. At the marriage ceremony, Jane feigns illness. Wow, that's a lot going on in the first episode. That is a heck of a lot going on. But it seems like, yeah, just 2 directors throughout the entire season. Interesting. It's kind of weird how this was made for Amazon and then just canceled less than a month later. Like, come on now. Series holds a 94% certified fresh on Rotten Tomatoes. Like, that is the highest award you can get on that freaking website. That's crazy to me. Guildford turns into a horse. Oh my gosh. Did I call him Lester? Wait, what? What did I call him? I think I called him Leicester. Hopefully I didn't say Lester. Or maybe if that's the actual pronunciation, hopefully I did. He sees his blood as a curse while other Ethians see it as a gift. Because of trauma, he can't change back to human from a horse. Interesting. It's like Fiona and Shrek. By day, he's a horse. By night, he's a human. That's amazing. Lester. Okay. Wow. Fiona from Shrek. Wonder how many things can be compared to Shrek. All right. Let's see here. So yeah, 94% certified fresh. That is a heck of a high rating. Good grief. Holds a weighted average score of 71 out of 100 from 12 critics on Metacritic, indicating generally favorable. Yeah, I'd say. A romp antisty. What? For revolutionary souls, My Lady Jane has her cake and slays it too. Good grief. So it's just because enough people didn't watch it, I guess. Which, I mean, if your name is not Bridgerton, most people don't consume these on like a high enough rating. Like, these typically don't get a large audience other than Bridgerton for some reason. But they're still good. Like, they should have kept it going. Like, what the heck is that? Like, even Netflix or Stars or HBO or whatever has shows like this that went 3, 4, 5 seasons that maybe didn't get a lot of viewers, but they're just good, They're just good. The fact that Game of Thrones author supports the show's renewal and petition is still up. Yeah, that's pretty good. Amazon's cancellation was so stupid. Thanks for the follow. I appreciate it.
Just do it!
Welcome in. What's up, Danny? They canceled it because it didn't top in the top 10. How is that fair? Like, it's got to reach the top 10 or they just get rid of it. That's crazy. Do I know of Rocket League? Absolutely. I've definitely played it. It was popular enough on Prime. That is just so annoying that they canceled it, honestly. Jane Grey, never do anything you don't want to do. Well, that is solid advice. That is very solid advice. She was named heir to the throne by her cousin, King Edward, but was later stripped of her title when she was accused of treason and found guilty of violating division laws. Go ahead and make this a little bit bigger so it's easier to read. Close friend of the Ethian Susanna, she is also an ally of the Ethian resistance, known as the Pack. Craved independence and the freedom to follow her own dreams, passionate about herbalism, she aspired to create England's first comprehensive book of medicinal herbs. Interesting. By publishing and selling this compendium, wow, I haven't said that word ever, she hoped to achieve financial independence and live life on her own terms. After King Edward's apparent death, Jane was named Queen of England, according to his will, much to the fury of Mary, the king's sister. Initially reluctant, accepted the role with the hope of implementing positive changes. Well, that's where she went wrong. Positive changes. Can't be doing that. Oh my gosh. Appreciate you, Jace. Guildford is an Ethian former king consort of England, married to Lady Jane. Often accompanied his parents to court, which is where he first encountered Ethians. While returning from court with his parents, their party was attacked by a band of Ethians. Having never seen an Ethian before, Guildford was terrified. His fear triggered his first transformation, causing him to black out. Dang. Grandfather was an accountant. Interesting piece of trivia there. Obviously, we've got some writing to do on this. When he regained consciousness, he learned the tragic news. His mother had been killed during the attack. His father told him that the robbers were responsible for her death, but as time passed, Guildford began to question the truth. Haunted by recurring nightmares, Guildford began to question if his transformation had inadvertently caused his mother's death. Oh, God. That's awful. Dang. As sunrise approached, he would transform into a horse, and at sunset, he would revert back, as Luke was saying, like Fiona. Why is the chemistry between Jane and Guildford unreal? Kind of shook at how much the chemistry between Jane and Guildford has a stronghold on me. Their banter was amazing. Just from those videos, you could tell. People moved to Prime, for example, because Netflix was building reputation for pathetic cancellations. Then Prime just did a Netflix. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Good grief. This is what happens when you have showrunners, producers, and directors who understand what we want out of romantic fantasy. Their build-up was perfect, and the chemistry was off the charts. The actors were great, and we were given great material to work with. Yeah, you could tell in those edits that it was just beautiful. Beautiful. The speed of the back and forth made it seem more realistic. It was just really well done. It was amazing how they kept delaying it and increasing the tension, if you will. Bridgerton 3 was such a disappointment. I hope My Lady Jane gets the same audience or greater. Such an excellently crafted show. The soundtrack was great too. I'm listening on repeat. Agreed, the editing killed a lot of what could have been scenes in Bridgerton Season 3, as well as subpar writing. I wonder if there's a lot of crossover between Bridgerton fans and My Lady Jane, or if it's kind of like, I like Bridgerton, but I hate My Lady Jane. I'm assuming there's a lot of crossover. It just didn't seem enough, I guess, to Amazon. The actress said she based her accent on Keira Knightley in Pride and Prejudice. That's funny. That is such a good movie. If you haven't seen it, definitely check it out. I've not watched a show where two actors had such chemistry in a long time. It's insane. I can't even bring myself to finish Bridgerton season 3 after this show because the contrast is so stark. Wow. I think having a lot of women working on it behind the scenes makes a world of difference. They must get along well out of the show because the way they smile at each other is insane. They almost kissed during the knife sparring scene between Jane and Guildford. This couple was what Bridgerton fans wanted from Kate and Anthony. Like, they were great, but in my opinion, Jane and Guildford, show-wise, was a stronger enemies to lover story. Well, it seems like it was really beautifully written. Just, from the tastes that I got from the short edits and TikToks. It seems to be really well done. As a Bridgerton fan, My Lady Jane was stronger than season 3. Dang. That's got to be sad. You found something to, like, rival it, or just kind of pick up the slack, and it's just immediately ended. Good grief. Such good chemistry. Chemistry was unbelievable. They're both good friends, apparently, and both have partners. To be honest, I think Edward is totally smitten with Emily. But if you watch their interviews, he's always leaning into her and looking at her very sweetly. My Lady Jane wrestles with history and originality. Follows the formula of You Go Girl seen in The Great and Apple TV's TV Plus's Dickinson, which reimagines the past through the lens of presentism. Narrator explaining Jane could have been the leader England needed, but instead history remembers her as the ultimate damsel in distress. F that. What if history were different? At least the series is honest about its fiddling with facts. Yeah, that's true. You got to be honest about it. It's cool that they kind of announced it at the beginning. Like, hey, this is going to be a little different. The real-life Jane was in line to the throne after his daughters and their half-brother, but following the latter's premature death, the crown wound up going to Jane temporarily due to political maneuvering. Oh, God, that would be so tiring. Not of her doing, of course. This doesn't sit well with Henry's eldest, Mary, who swiftly became queen and evidently had Jane executed for treason. History would dub Jane the 9 Days Queen in reference to her brief reign, and Victorians would view her as a saintly victim per the depiction, of the painting The Execution of Lady Jane Grey, which is painting. Well, serious painting for sure. Also problematic is the ahistorical portrayal of a bird-flipping Edward VI and a sword and sorcery subplot about supernatural transformers called Ethians. If the last bit is true, it justifies My Lady Jane's girl power approach, but since this message is targeted at adolescents, the show's abundant use of swear words seems misdirected. On the upside, the costumes comedy provides plenty of laughs, thanks to Lady Frances Grey, Lord Stan Dudley, and Lord Seymour. Interesting. Did I miss a link? I'm trying to think here. Got an empty. I think I did. Wait. No, I didn't. Okay. Basically, one way to put it, this show is like what Marvel did with their What If series. What if Jane survived execution, basically? Apple TV had The Buccaneers. Netflix had Bridgerton. Right. Knew it wouldn't rival Bridgerton, but could be a solid counterpart. Yeah, certainly. They cancel shows for not having enough viewers, but I know from talking about it, I'm not the only one sick of falling in love with worlds and characters only to have them ripped away. So people falter wanting to see it first, see if a show will be renewed before they try it. Yeah, it's too bad. They say low viewers, but petitions and people like me still making content about shows say otherwise. Right. Gosh, that's a good point. I didn't even think about that. People seeing if it gets renewed or just want to wait until it runs its course and then just binge watch it. It's kind of a unfortunate downfall of the current, way we consume content and shows and whatnot, is that, yeah, it's so much easier just to wait until the show is done and to just binge watch it. But then again, you're kind of shooting yourself in the foot because you're not giving it ratings, right? Dang, that is too bad. They definitely pulled a Netflix on this. It's weird. The fact that it had such high ratings. Like, it has very high ratings. Like, certified fresh high ratings. And yet they didn't give it any chance. They're like, you know what? Didn't quite get the amount of hours we wanted to watch it, so let's just get rid of it. Make it easy. 8 episodes done. Like, what? Like, I'm sure there has been plenty of shows that didn't have a huge audience, but critics raved about it, and it won tons of awards. My whole point of making my videos is to connect with fandoms, whether it's waiting for the next season or reminisce, but constant cancellations take some fun out of what I do. Others said the same. Yeah, I could see that. I could definitely see that. That is so annoying. I don't get it, honestly. I doubt this show was super expensive. I mean, I'm sure it cost a decent amount of money, but it certainly isn't Rings of Power amount of money. Like, you're not gonna, like, even if the ratings were horrendous for Rings of Power, I think they're kind of stuck in it because they spent so much money on the IP. But they gotta have shows. And one of the great shows or genres is historical dramas or fantasies. I went through a couple of them just then, like Reign, Medici, Tudors, all that good stuff. Like, that is amazing shows, or what I thought was amazing. But I guarantee they didn't get huge viewership. But they're nice. They're nice to watch. It's kind of a simple watch. You're not thinking about it too much. You might rave about it to a friend or something like that. Like, chances are they haven't seen it or haven't even heard of it. But it's just good. Dead Boy Detectives had Rotten Tomato ratings of 92 and 91, but still got canceled. My gosh. In terms of canceled shows that got uproar, DVD was another. Now I add My Lady Jane to that list, right? Good grief. I don't get that. I really don't. Probably won't win any awards just because Bridgerton is around, but yeah, that's really too bad. Really too bad. And I definitely see how that takes away some of the passion for it, because you're a fan of a show, and less than a month later, after it went live, they just go, oh yeah, we're done with that. What? Like, you didn't give it any sort of like time to build. I get it. We're in a show me now, If it happens tomorrow, it's too late. Very, right now. But got to give shows like that, especially a historical drama. Usually they don't do very well. Bridgerton is the exception, of course. Got to give shows like that some time, some air to breathe. Give it 2-3 seasons, see what's up. Probably doesn't cost you an arm and a leg. It just makes sense that that would be one of those shows where it takes a while to build up. And the fact that the critics loved it, eventually people would find out about it. Shadow and Bone, Six of Crows can keep going on. Honestly, those three wouldn't be the last. Yeah, no. It's definitely going to still happen, unfortunately. Ay. Great edit. Check out Luke's channel. Link down below in the description. Gosh, that's really annoying. Really annoying that got canceled. Rain came out at the right time. There was no competitors and went under the radar to keep going. Yeah, that's a good point. That is a good point. It's almost like Amazon came out with this and they're just like, oh, it didn't get Bridgerton numbers, so toss it. Like, what? You're trying to compete with the best? You're not going to beat it. You're just not. Number one, I think Netflix has way more subscriptions than Amazon Prime. And number two, it is what it is. It's got a lot of marketing for it. I don't know if Amazon marketed My Lady Jane very well. Now period dramas are a dangerous battlefield, unfortunately. Yeah, that's true. That is true. It's unfortunate that they chose that route. All right, let's go ahead and hop on Charmed. This is... Let's see. What is this? Charmed Sisterhood, I believe, is the title. You just double check. Unfortunately, it's part of a playlist right now. I'm trying to make sure it's the right one. I believe it is.
Phoebe, go get the car.
Yes, it is. Okay. Go ahead and bring this up. One of the reasons I've been watching so many Thai BLs, most are self-contained. Right. That's a good point. There's some that are left hanging out, but lesser feels that way to me. Yeah. Yeah, they seem to be really like they plan on it being a short series or something like that. So it always has like a beginning, a middle, and end. Also, Bridgerton and My Lady Jane had one difference. One was just alternating history, and the other was fantasy alternating. Yeah, that's true. I compare full genres. I don't know. If I tried to guess and get in the mind of Hollywood execs or streaming execs, I think I would go crazy. I think I would go insane. I don't know exactly what's going on there, but I mean, we are talking about the people that paid $1 billion for the IP to Lord of the Rings, and not even the full IP, like just a little bit of it. And the ratings have not been great. Ratings have not been great. Oh. That's what I'll say. Let's go ahead and bring up the Charmed video. It's called Sisterhood. And let's make sure we change that out. Swap that. Boom. Okay. Hope everyone had a wonderful Monday. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate it.
On in. Welcome. I'm Phoebe. And this is Piper.
It stands for Prue, Piper, and Phoebe. We are P3.
My name is Paige. Another P, imagine that. Do you recognize that person? Got it. Phoebe.
Piper. Nothing. Really, Prue.
Pipper?
Phoebe? Phoebe!
Pipper?
Hey! You obviously do not have sisters. One minute you're arguing about something, and then suddenly you're arguing about who stole whose Malibu Barbie in 1979.
You did steal. I did not. You did.
Well, unfortunately, I think a lot of those production meetings are probably just run by numbers. I mean, we are talking about Amazon specifically, which is all about sales, right?
We've been needing a light.
Light.
I am one too strong to
Strong
fight.
fight.
So go away.
Go away.
And leave my sight. Paige! Paige?
You know, it's funny, my opinion on Paige completely changed on the last video I reacted to. I got to see much more of what makes this character special, interesting, changing the dynamics of the sisters and who's the leader, who's the follower, you know, kind of changing the order of things to a point where I didn't even know that was part of it. I just kind of assumed like, oh, well, it's better to have the originals than to replace it with somebody. And I'm sure it was lacking and all that stuff. And then I reacted to that one edit, which was just brilliantly done. And I just completely changed my opinion. I was like, dang. You know, Paige was probably a very good addition to the show. Just kind of shaking it up, you know?
God, no. No.
I'm not saying the show would be stale, but it's a good shakeup.
Leo!
Greatest fear is losing a sister.
Tell me what you're afraid of.
Wake up, wake up, wake up!
Wake up, sweetie. Sweetie, wake up.
Okay.
Are you okay? Are you all right?
Where am I?
We're taking you home.
Phoebe? You're home, honey. You're home. You're okay. Everything's gonna be okay. Everything's gonna be okay. We are going to be careful. We're going to be wise.
Phoebe!
Phoebe!
Surprise! Ta-da!
Welcome home.
Wow. We're gonna stick together.
Oh.
All right, Luke.
Marco! Hello!
It's probably all three.
So happy
Take
to
it
be
easy.
home. You wanted
Thanks
to
for
move out.
the links and hanging out.
Leo and I are moving. I did? God, no. Never. Yeah, I love you too.
I love you.
I love you. I said it to Mom. It was the last thing I said to her before she died.
Look at what happened to her, and then look at what's happening to me.
We lost our sister.
You know Prue.
You don't even like me.
Can't you trust me? Phoebe, I've never said that. I'm just glad you're safe.
I don't know what would happen if I ever lost you.
I'm her sister.
Are you telling me
She is my baby sister.
that girl is really
Our sister.
your baby sister?
Shut up. She's here. She's been there my whole life.
She's in the wind?
You're my sister. And I'm with you.
Kids, we're your sisters.
We're your sisters.
Honey, it's us. It's your sisters.
It's me, your sister.
I am the oldest sister.
The oldest sister. It's my responsibility, isn't it?
It's my job to take care of this family.
You take care of us. You're not alone.
Oh, we can't leave you alone. I'm here for you.
Hey!
And now it's time to take care of you.
What if she wants to be alone? Do you want to be alone?
Alone? No. She's gonna be alone a lot.
Oh, I
Right
get
now,
that.
She needs us. Paige saved us.
The
She
amount of
brought this family
times
back
I've been
together. Evil.
tired and then after dinner I'm like awake,
But you
ready to
can't
go.
blame yourself. Don't blame yourself.
Time to
You're
watch a
one of the
movie,
smartest
and then it
people
gets
I know.
way
The
too late.
sweetest, most caring person I have ever met. Pretty amazing, Paige. Maybe you don't start with that.
Thanks for saving my life.
You saved my life. Maybe you just start with thanks. 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 Thank you.
Thanks. Welcome. I learned from you.
Because we're okay now. Piper and May. We've both got
Yeah,
passion
it
and
is.
purpose in our lives. And you gave us that.
And it's malleable. Like losing Prue, but
Don't stop worrying about
gaining Paige.
I can worry about my little
Hey.
sister, can't I? Are you alright? Okay. Don't ever stop.
You okay?
I'll be okay. You okay with it?
Yeah, I'm fine.
If something's
The fact they lost the oldest, the eldest, and they didn't lose sense of, you know, their sisterhood and their bond, and the next in line just kind of stepped up, that is really powerful. Number one, you kind of absorb the traits of what you've been put into. But this has been really good at showcasing as much as things change, there's a lot more that stays the same in that, yeah, Prue is gone, but they're still the same sisters. They're still figuring it out. One is taking responsibility for the others. It's very I don't know. It's showcasing just how resilient people can be, and certainly bonds between sisters or good friends.
What's happened? Are you okay? We are not leaving here without you.
Hey, you worry too much, Missy.
You always have a home here and a room when you want it back. I mean, if you want it back.
Yeah, I mean, I know that we can't be together forever.
I still have to expect to see her walk through the door.
But it feels good that forever isn't today.
Come over here. You know, this will always be my home.
Then I'm gonna put this family back together.
Hey!
That will never change. This is family.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. I can definitely say that I think it was pretty original or unique in when it came out. Go ahead and bring up some information on Charmed. Link down below in the YouTube description for the original edit. Go throw it some love. That was a very well done edit. Showcased just kind of the before and after. Still, still attached to each other. Still thinking of each other. Still hoping, everyone's safe, etc. And if anything, it just strengthened the bond because once you lose one, you kind of band together because you're like, oh no, we're down one. We can't lose anymore. It's just kind of a natural instinct. Charmed is a American fantasy drama. Originally broadcast from the WB, which I actually really love the WB. Eventually turned into the CW and whatnot. It was a really good network. Ran from 1998. Yeah, at that point, I would say there wasn't too many shows focusing on sisterhood. I'm trying to think if anything like jumps out. Yeah, I mean the only thing that immediately jumped out was Sister Sister, which was more comedy and less like serious. The show Girlfriends, I think that might have been later. I don't think that was late 90s. That must have been like 2000s. The series narrative follows a trio of sisters, obviously. Power of Three, most powerful good witches of all time. Prue, Piper, and Phoebe. Charmed achieved a cult following and popularity on the WB with its first episode, garnering 7.7 million viewers, breaking the record for the network's highest rated debuted episode. Wow. Show's ratings, although smaller than rival shows on the Big Four, these are broadcast networks, were a success for the relatively new and smaller WB network. I think that's why I liked the smaller networks, is because it had a bunch of shows that you would never see on the Big Four, the network television show. It was a chance for other shows to shine, like Sci-Fi Network. It's fantastic. Very terrible looking CGI, but the shows were unique. They were very interesting. During its fifth season, the show moved to Sunday at 8. It became the highest rated Sunday night program in the WB's history. Second longest running drama behind Seventh Heaven. Oh my gosh, that takes me back. Seventh Heaven. Holy crap. I haven't thought about that show in a long time. 2006, it became the longest running hour-long television series featuring all female leads, surpassed by Desperate Housewives. Oh gosh. That's a shame. Received number of awards and nominations. Buffy introduced the sisterhood in season 5, but Charmed was a thing by then. Yeah, that's true. That is true. 178 episodes. Just during the first 2 seasons, the sisters face various evil beings from week to week. However, in the 3rd season, they discover that their ultimate enemy is the underworld's demonic rule, source of all evil. All right, so it was very, here's your evil villain of the week, and then you spend the episode trying to get rid of them, vanquish them. And then it kind of changed to like a more season-long or series-long approach. I think I enjoy the latter better. Having like a season-long enemy as opposed to just an episode-long enemy. Because an hour, well, it's less than an hour. It's more like, what, 40 minutes? Yeah, 40 to 45 minutes. Because you have ads and whatnot. 40 minutes is tough to make like a full-on, here's a bad person or entity. The fight, obviously it ends with a fight or them being vanquished. The build-up, also building up the characters and whatnot. Like it's just a lot to do. Like, I get it if it's like Law and Order Special Victims Unit or Criminal Intent, where you have the case, you interview a couple people, and then you grab somebody, and then you get them guilty. Ta-da! Done. Like, that makes more sense for like a week-to-week basis. I agree that the main appeal of the show is sisterhood over other relationships and even magic. Love looking into the relationships between the sisters, so this was fun to watch. Sisterhood was the best part of the show. I think we looked at this last time, if I'm not mistaken. Like, it seems like it was that everyone had kind of the same takeaway, that it was very interesting to see a show like that. First, I'd love to watch the series through this person's eyes, especially the last 4 seasons, because for me, it was nothing like that. They were demon hunters who happened to live in the same manner, not 3 sisters who happened to be witches. For me, it was all about Piper. She was the strongest and the leader with the most powerful power, who did most of the vanquishing, besides being the mother of the twice-blessed brat with Alyssa and Rose, so much co-stars, as much as co-stars as Dorian, and less than Brian. I always got the impression it was Chris who saved the show. Yeah. I think that's like a common theme here, is that, number one, it was very groundbreaking for showing the amount of sisterhood. And that probably attached, and that's where that cult following comes from, obviously. But I don't know. I think obviously losing Prue hurt in a way, because you're introduced to these sisters. They're very close. They're fighting demons or whatever they're doing. And then you lose one of them and you can't help but like recover from that. But reading what they did, the writers did, that first episode after Prue was gone, I think it was the 4th season, first episode. They nailed it. They freaking nailed it. Like, they introduced the character. They showed the character going on a date. So you could see like a bunch of questions and answers, and basically introducing the character in a not so obvious way, but kind of in an obvious way. I think that was brilliant. That was really smart. And they just kind of made, homages to Prue, and, it wasn't this immediate like, oh, here's a sister. Things are different now. Forget Prue. It was very much like an introduction to Paige, and less of a replacement. So I think they handled that well. And that probably made all the difference. Rocco Kitty, yet the Law and Order type shows still had an ongoing story behind the criminal aspect part. That is brilliant that they were able to do that. I think that was smart. To do season-long big stories, but certainly obviously makes sense that they would tackle smaller cases or faster cases on top of it, which definitely aids to the fact that the show needs those. Like, if Law and Order just had one big case, by the end of the season, you would totally forget what the heck happened. I have no way of remembering from like the first parts of the season all the way through. Like, you would forget a lot, but by kind of slowly introducing it and potentially doing like a recap or whatever, that would help, certainly. And you know what? By having those smaller stories in between, it makes the show much more approachable. It's one of those things, like, you could pop into any Law and Order show completely out of order and still get a rewarding experience out of it. Like, I've done that so many times where I stumble upon an SVU Law and Order episode, or I stumble upon a Criminal Intent episode, and I just kind of watch it without any knowledge of the season, what the long game was, but it's still fascinating because you still get to see a case from the start to the completion. And that is so smart. You can literally just throw it on, watch whatever episode in whatever order, and still enjoy it. I think that it was absolutely brilliant. Oh my gosh. Yeah, what an incredible show. I remember so many people talking about Charmed and how good it is, how good it was, how interesting it was. I wonder if the writers of Supernatural took any inspiration from Charmed. Or Buffy took any inspiration from Charmed. Maybe. Possibly. I mean, it predates both of those. It'd be kind of interesting to know. Huffington Post and AOL ranked it top 20 magic supernatural shows of all time. It's also listed as one of the 60 greatest sci-fi shows of all time. Wow. I'm assuming the reboot didn't do as well. Because typically when people are really into something, the reboot can never live up to it. Let's see. Yeah, I was right. I was very right. 4 seasons, just terrible ratings. I mean, less than 1 million. We're talking 400,000 by the end. Season 4. Holy crap. And it was good time slot, too. 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. That's prime time. That is absolute prime time. Ooh. That is not good. I know our senses. Hey, what's up, Keisha? I know our senses kind of like alter a bit because now we're used to seeing videos on YouTube with millions of views, like Mr. Beast videos, like a day has 50 million views. So these numbers can look a little small, but that's still small. So their season 1s likely overlapped in filming. Charmed started 3 months before Buffy. Ah, okay. Dang, I had no idea it was that close. That's cool. But yeah, not surprised the reboot did not do as well. 71% approval rating. Charms updates are fun as they are surprisingly feminist and with a sharper focus. Could conjure up an even stronger show than the one that came before it. Well, that's BS. That's clearly BS. Nobody watched it. Literally, I'm looking at numbers right here. Good grief. It's one of those things where the critics love it and the audience is not there. Oh my gosh. Is that 90,000? Oof. Yikes. The Prime demo did not show up. Anyway. Oh my gosh. Luke watched it. Hey, well, there's one. There's one of the 400,000. I was more of a Buffy watcher, though I did watch all episodes. Yeah, I was, well, I don't know. I guess I was kind of young for Buffy. Kind of freaked me out, not gonna lie. Like, it scared me a little bit. I think it was the fact that it had vampires and stuff. But my oldest brother really loved Buffy. Probably for very obvious reasons. Sarah Michelle Gellar. But yeah, I was usually watching Buffy because it was on the TV. It was actively chosen to be on the TV. I watched so much late 90s, early 2000s WB. It's good stuff. It is such good stuff. I saw Buffy Charmed was on the pay for channels in the UK. Honestly, I think young whippersnapper. I think you fared okay on that, Jace. Honestly, I think Buffy is just amazing. Angel was good too. Yeah, CW had a lot of good shows. Late 90s, early 2000s. It was fantastic. You're making us feel old. Well, that's not my intention. That is not my intention. All right, let's go ahead and bring up the next video of the day. ZeeNuNew TikTok compilation. This is a bit of a longer one, so strap in, get yourself a beverage, a snack, if you will, and let's do it. Right. Very true. Here we go. I'm not sure if there's... You know what? This is a TikTok compilation. Let me adjust this. I'm assuming it's going to be... Yeah, there we go. Okay. Let me adjust the video here so we can actually see it. There we go.
เฮียคงเป็นพาร์ทเนอร์คนแรกแล้วก็คนเดียว
All right, Jace. Fair enough. Fair enough. Oh my gosh, how did I not even think about that? When your boyfriend is your coworker. Yeah, that makes sense. They're going to work together. Other than the solo gigs and whatnot. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. It's one of these TikTok compilations. I got it.
Hop on a dick, I made him get excited. This pussy off limits for lame niggas. You fuck me like you got some pain in you. Can't go back and forth with no groupie hoes. But these bitches love how you do me though. Had to tell her that dick off limits. I hop on it at night, I'm a menace. Yeah, he get the stroking. Oh, how I love when he choking me. Bitch, I'm a boss, I do what I want. I don't need a nigga controlling me. I look at my wrist, it's an AP watch. I put your nigga in off-white socks. He wanna fuck bitch.
หมดเราไปประมาณ
Well,
3-4 ครั้งครับ
welcome back.
อย่างตอนแรกของผมที่ครบ 100,000 เฮียพาไปครับพอผมครบ 200,000 ก็สลับตาผมไป ผมพาเฮียไป
ก็เลือกร้านกันไปเดทกัน2 คน
2 คนครับ ไม่ได้ไปกับคนอื่นเลย
โอ้ย
That was definitely not on us, okay? That was the editors doing. It was definitely the editors doing. I love how there's thirst traps, and then there's that video where it's like very on the nose. Came back to their sits. Definitely noticing a love language. Physical touch.
I just wanna see your face light up since you put me on. So now I say goodbye to the old me, it's already gone. And I can't wait to get you home, just to let you know.
Huh? Dang. These questions, though. Oh. 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 My innocent mind didn't see that.
จริงๆหนูก็มีเลิฟซีนอะไรอย่างเงี้ยใช่เหรอ
ถ้ามีโอกาสมีเรื่องหน้าก็มีเนาะท่านี้ก็มีการเฮียนี่เลย แล้วหนูบอกว่าเดี๋ยวนี้เฮียแผ่วๆแล้วดูหนูพูดอีก
Just always goofing around. you know why a special age restriction is right. Just always have a body pillow.
ต้องมีอะไรมาแลกไปอยากได้อะไร ง่ายๆเลย บ้าน รถ คอนโด
That laundry list of wants.
เนี่ยช่วงนี้ผมชวนเฮียกินขนมเฮียก็ไม่ยอมกินขนมกับผมเลยมันไม่ได้ทำให้เฮียรักผมน้อยลงไปคนมีคนดูเฮียพูดสิ
I'm good. I will pass on Freddy. I'm dancing with the mascot. That's funny, Roger Kitty.
I see your face, and it's nothing like I've ever known before. Love is an open.
Love is an open door.
คุณไม่มีวันเข้าใจใครบอกว่าฟาบาทอยู่คนเดียวฟาบอมจะอยู่เคียงข้างฟา
You know what's funny? I almost forget they're actors. Because most of what I'm reacting to is their relationship. It's like, oh yeah, they act and also sing too. Oh yeah.
รู้สึกว่าแค่อยากเป็นเด็กดี เป็นเด็กดีไม่ดื้อไม่ซนครับก็มีดื้อมีซนมีแกล้งบ้างครับแล้วก็อยากจะอยู่เป็นความสุขให้เฮียครับรู้สึกว่าแค่นี้ก็เป็นคำตอบที่แบบง่ายๆแต่แค่รู้สึกว่าอยากจะคอยเป็นความสบายใจให้เฮียแบบนี้ไปเรื่อยๆครับ
Oh, that's nice. Q is a day of shooting. Ah. Yeah, I would assume probably sometime by the summer, if not earlier. Hmm? Yeah, I appreciate it. I really do.
I wish I knew then what I know now. Wouldn't dive in, wouldn't bow down. Gravity hurts, you made it so sweet. Till I woke up on the concrete, falling from cloud nine.
Some people are not cool with that, by the way. I can tell you that from experience. Some people do not appreciate it. Luggage, heavy objects, maybe, but definitely not all bags. By the way, I got these mums that look very Halloweenish, like they're orange and yellow and really cool looking. Like it looks like it's for the season. I am damn near killing these things because I do not understand. Like I have no green thumb. Like they are red thumbs. Because I just apparently murder any plant that I ever get around. So all the plants around me are fake. There I go trying to, do something nice and festive and seasonal. It looks great, but it definitely looks like it's heading towards a untimely demise. Yeah, maybe first quarter. I can kill a fake one. Ooh. Pain be damned. Reminds me when I accidentally threw a cactus from the window into Right. I think I told you all about when I got a bunch of fake plants from IKEA. Woman in front of me in line looks back, looks at just a cart full of fake plants. She goes, "Not much of a green thumb, huh?" I was like, "Yeah, you could say that." Bulgari, okay. What's up, Amos? Good morning. Z's birthday the other week. Nice.
อยากมีคอนเสิร์ตใหญ่ๆเลยครับแบบใหญ่ๆ
Impact
ก็ดีครับ
พูดโน่นนี่พูดเลยว่าเป้าหมายของคุณ
Is he at New York
มี
Fashion
คอ
Week?
นเสิร์ตเดี่ยว
Nice.
ของตัวเองครับ
Oh yeah, that just
ที่
happened a couple
จัด
weeks
ที่ใหญ่
ago.
มากๆราชมังก็ได้ครับ
Currently Bangkok Fashion Week. Nice. That's cool. Wow, invited to be on catwalks too. Things are looking good. Things are looking up. Does look good. Wow, it's a heck of an estate.
ผมรู้สึกว่าทุกครั้งที่มองตาเฮียคือแบบเฮียจะมีอะไรสักอย่างอยู่ในตาที่เรามองรู้สึกเรามีความสุขครับเรารู้สึกแบบอบอุ่น รู้สึกว่าดีใจดีจังที่เขาอยู่ตรงนี้เขาแบบเขามองเราอยู่ครับ
What's up, Laura?
มาแล้วเปิดไม่ทันอุ๊ยเดี๋ยวก่อนนะเริ่มมาก็อันนี้เลยเหรอทำไมต้องเปิดให้เราเองด้วยเดี๋ยวคุณบอกนะบอกว่าทุกคนชอบเพลงนี้มากตื่นเต้น
This is a reaction to a reaction. The exception. Definitely a lot of personality. It's very clear and obvious through all these edits and obviously everything I've read. Like, they just have really good personalities on both of them. Go to bed. Or I turn myself into teacher mode. That's funny.
Monster's gone, he's on the run, and your daddy's here. Beautiful, 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 beautiful boy.
Oh, this is sweet.
ชอบพี่ซี
ขอบคุณมากๆที่หนูมาเติมเต็มชีวิตในสิ่งที่เป็นความสดใส
Really easy to see into someone's upbringing, just where they kind of get some of that personality from, and they're super loving. Obviously, they grew up in a very loving environment. It's nice to see, honestly. You don't really typically see a lot of the family life of celebrities or anybody in the public eye, but it's always kind of fascinating. Most people just care about the people that are famous. But, at all the awards shows, all they thank and think about is their loved ones. But we very rarely ever get to see them and their interactions. These family YouTubed. Wow, okay. Dang. That's nice. Wow. Number one, the voice. Number two, the atmosphere, the confetti randomly falling, the cape. From what I've seen, it looked really stunning. ZeeNuNew loves a cape. If you haven't joined the Discord, this is your sign. Join it. Some of these song choices.
เสียงผมไม่ฟังแล้วนะลองดูอะไรทุกครั้งที่หนูลองกับเอียก็เปิดทุกรอบหนูก็จะฟังกับเอียนั่นแหละแต่ยังไม่เคยฟังเสียงของอวกาศไม่เคย
Sound machines.
ซีมีความสำคัญกับเรายังไงและขนาดไหนครับ
I stayed at a hotel right off the highway once, and I needed it. Thankfully, they had it. And they also gave me earplugs. I went into the room, and there was earplugs on the nightstand. I'm like, what? And then, obviously, I heard the road noise. I'm like, oh, that makes sense. It's very nice.
ก็เฮียเป็นพาร์ทเนอร์คนเดียวของผมครับ
It's the first time I've ever gone into a hotel and they had earplugs ready for the guest.
เราแล้วอยู่ในชีวิตส่วนตัวของเราเนี่ยเรารู้สึกว่ามันมีแรงขับเคลื่อนหลายๆอย่างมาก
ก็เกลือรักเฮียเฮียก็รักหนู
หนูเบื่อหน้าเฮียยังเนี่ยถ้าเบื่อเนาะเฮียไปทำหน้าใหม่ถ้าเบื่อไม่อยู่มันโอ้โห2-3 ปีแล้ว
I mean, that's a fair point. Comfort zone is huge. The world is not great a lot of the time, so to have that, you know, at home, or wherever you go, is just. I couldn't come up with what I was trying to say. Priceless. That's what I was trying to say. Good grief. Well, that was sweet. Gosh, that's gotta be brutal. That was the first time he had laryngitis and his voice failed him. Oh my gosh. I've had that before, not on stage, but I've had laryngitis before and it's brutal. Although it does feel good to be quiet for a while. But obviously not when you're trying to sing. Oh, okay. It brings you down to like a normal volume. The eyebrows. I'm dead. That was funny. Oh, this is sweet. Very sweet. That's some good quality family content.
Looks like a winter bear. Your sleep so April. I wish you good night, good night, good night, good night, good night. Imagine your face, say hello to me. Tell all the bad days.
Oh, that's sweet. Thanks for the clarification. Oh. I was like, what's happening? Link down below in the YouTube description for the original video. Go throw out some much deserved love. I froze. I was like, what? Is there anything more? What's happening? All right, this is that scanned interview. Yeah, it was a long pause, wasn't it? This is that scanned interview that Jace provided. It's by Esquire Thailand. Z, man at his best. Z, quote, let go of things that are unhelpful so that we can correct our mistakes and improve them, making them better and the best in our way. Though Z is widely known as a hot and rising actor, famous for his numerous acting projects, behind the scenes, he is a man who chooses to be happy in a simple life as who he is. Esquire, what comes to mind when you think of Esquire? Well, what comes to my mind when I think of Esquire is I think it used to be like a gentleman's, well, no, that was GQ. Esquire, I don't know, fashion-based, basically. Definitely think of a magazine. Yeah, exactly. I followed it for a long time and feel it's a magazine with a gentlemanly style. Yeah, I was going to say that, and I'm like, wait a minute, isn't that just GQ? GQ is literally Gentleman's Quarterly. As well as its own unique fashion sense, it also carries a cultural vibe from each country's society. Yeah. What does the word gentleman mean to you? Z says, it's a significant word for me. I feel it's not about perfection, but about being an inspiration or a good role model, someone who isn't harmful to society. A gentleman has a broad mind, is selfless, kind, warm, considerate, and helps others without expecting anything in return. Esquire, what is the role of a gentleman in 2024? Z says, I believe that everyone already understands the word gentleman as having a broad mind and being independent. And if we have to think about the role of a gentleman in this era, someone who stays informed about society in this era, always remains modern, adapting to the times. What do you think of an Esquire man? Are they doing like a branding meeting with Z here? What do you think about our magazine? What do you think about our publication? What do you think of our publication's man? I wonder if Z was just like, what am I doing right now? What do you think of an Esquire man? He should be an elegant man with his own style. By elegant, I don't mean someone who's rich or high class, but someone with a unique style and good sense of fashion. I think fashion is about having an attractive style, which is subjective, and incorporating our own personality. I think that's right. That's wise. I think for me, being a gentleman is kind, warm. Those are good descriptives. Descriptors. Certainly, I don't know, timeless comes to mind. I think of timeless, like what you would expect from someone, in any era should be basically constant. Kind, warm, maybe soft-spoken, stoic a little bit, cool under pressure. There's two, one Z and one ZeeNuNew along with the doc. Okay, cool. Who is your role model? My father. He's over 70 now, but he still takes great care of everyone in our family. In terms of celebrities, say Natick. I feel like he's a very famous and well-known person, but he lives a down-to-earth and simple life. Esquire, what is something that men think is easy, but is actually hard to do? Discipline, for sure. I personally feel like I don't have time for fitness. I work and I get tired. In the past, I still could work out even if I'm tired from working, but these days I have to balance myself, be more disciplined with the things I have to do. That is a great answer. That is a great answer. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that is a wonderful answer. Something that's easy, but is easy, but it's actually hard to do. Discipline comes to mind for sure. Leadership, I'd say. Yeah, that discipline is nailing it, especially the older you get. How do you get through tough times? I think we need to learn from that as much as we can, then be mindful, think about what is right, what is wrong, and accept it. Once you accept it, it relieves a lot of pressure. We have to accept that what has happened and let go. Letting go isn't about being chill, but let go of things that are unhelpful so that we can correct our mistakes and improve them, making them better and the best in our own way. That is great advice. Yeah, letting go doesn't mean just not caring. You kind of shed the stuff that is meaningless or doesn't affect anything. Focus on the positives, for sure. That is something I typically try to do. Focus on the positives. Small victories, small things that you enjoy. That's certainly good ways to get through tough times. And have a future goal, have some distance thinking. Think about something, attainable that you can do, but slightly down the road. What is the thing that you've done that you're proud of? He says the latest one is probably that I've launched my own brand, Super Sun, which is my clothing brand that I've started 2 years ago, and there will probably be other products under this brand in the future. Feel very proud and very fulfilled when I see other people wearing my clothes. That's awesome. Very cool. What is the best moment of your day? Z, eating. How many of us agree with that? I would say that's pretty good. That's a pretty good answer. Like when I'm on set and they have the food on filming set, and then there's a chef for each set. And whenever I find a menu that I like, I'm so happy. I'm a person who's happy when I eat. I would even clarify and say free food. Anytime you can get free food, it feels like you just won the lottery. Not a big lottery, but a little one. It makes any day better, for sure. What made you laugh recently, Z, just now during the Esquire photo shoot? At first I thought I would pose cool, but it turned out I was going to pose silly. I cannot make it. It was fun. What's something about you that's hard to believe? Z says, probably about expressing love. I'm not good at expressing love. I get shy when it comes to expressing love. Even just saying love makes me shy. But it's not that I'm afraid to say it. What's your go-to line when asking someone out? Something simple like, let's go together, let's travel together. Oh my gosh. Let's travel together? Holy crap. That is a line for sure. Do you want to have a meal? That's classic. What's your favorite drink? Americano. I can't live without black coffee. I feel like it refreshes me every day. What's the best way for you to relax? Of course, everyone would answer the same as me. Ask 20 people and they will give you the same answer. Sleeping. What does being man at his best mean to you? For me, it happens at various moments. One of them is when I'm deeply passionate about something or fully focused on doing something with a strong desire to succeed. Yeah, I would also say protecting the weak. or protecting others, providing for others. Those are probably good moments for that. He and NuNew do travel. He's forgotten how normal couples meet. Yeah, exactly. Hey, I know we just met, but you want to go to Paris? It's like, wait, what? Love me some free food, indeed. Since working together, which aspect of NuNew has impressed Z the most? Z says, it's difficult to answer every aspect. I'm impressed with New's patience, because New is still young, and at one point he had to both study and work. Also, his workload was heavy, but he fought a lot, and now he's a true artist. He's taken roles in singing, promoting his songs, and other things. Proud of his endurance. Normal to feel tired sometimes when working. Sometimes you might say he's a bit tired, but he's never complained in a bad or toxic way. Working with NuNew from the early days until now, anything has changed? Has anything changed? Z, looking at it from a broad angle, I feel he has become more mature, and so have I, but I have grown within the frame. It has grown within the framework of the fact that New is still new. We are still us. It's the work new. It's the work New that has more confidence in. At first, I told New my confidence is from New because New had confidence first. Smile, which means he instilled confidence without having to teach or explain. I'm not someone who knows how to sing, so I have to push myself more. But it's not that I compete with New, but I feel more confident thanks to New, because New is always confident in singing. One more thing is that New has grown up in the way New really wanted, including the fact that he's better at work and more experienced. But what has never changed is that I feel we respect each other in work. We're both calm. We can talk and consult each other. We've been working together for a long time. So we've become much closer and can talk about everything. Hey, what's up, Megan? Welcome, welcome. From the first day of work until today, how do you look back on yourself? NuNew says, I feel I've gone far from an ordinary child who no one knew to someone who started to be known from the series. First, I couldn't adapt because I had never worked before. Then I suddenly got to act in the series. Afterwards, many projects came at the same time, which made me unable to adapt promptly. But looking back, I've gone through so many things until today. I've got to work in many fields. Not just acting, I've got to sing, model, host a show. I feel I've gone far, and I'm living a life worth living in terms of work. Everything happens so fast. Sometimes I feel tired and down, but overall it's fun. When was the most difficult? NuNew says it was probably the initial period. I would think so. Everything seemed to be difficult. Acting was difficult. Shooting was difficult because I hadn't often taken photos or dressed up before. Oh my God. Learning to pose would probably be just atrocious the first couple go-arounds. I was an ordinary child who just studied, played games, and watched cartoons. When I started working here, I had to meet a lot of people and felt if I had become a public figure, I had to improve my personality. In the past, I've had a hunchback. After working, I had to make myself look better. But what I felt lucky about was my singing skills. I could use that, what I like, to be my advantage in work. Now it's a stronger version of NuNew. NuNew said, I'm stronger, but it's not yet 100%. When I encounter pressure or stress, I still reveal my childlike side a bit. Still feel down, still get irritable, still secretly cry. I like to cry. Did you use the word like? Yes, many people may think crying makes them look weak, but I don't think so. Crying is very natural. Sometimes we want to cry, but we can't cry. Or sometimes we cry a lot. Mental state will be better, lighter, like we could let go of much uneasiness. You ever been unable to hold back your tears while working? Talking about crying in public, I did once. Back then it was about singing. During the day, my voice was still normal, but in the evening, my voice suddenly disappeared to the point of being unable to speak. That day, there was a singing event in the evening. I was on stage and couldn't sing, so I cried. Luckily, I had Hia beside me to comfort me. Also, the fans encouraged me, saying it's okay, and comforted me, which made me feel better then. It was one of the few times I cried because of stress in front of people, but I cried with joy too. When I meet cute and supportive fans, I sometimes cry. From the first day of work until now, in what aspects does ZeeNuNew see yourself grow? ZeeNuNew, many things. Looking back at the beginning, I might laugh at myself, smile. Why am I like that? In the past, I wasn't very good at speaking and didn't like being in public. Gosh, that's amazing. That is a clip I just saw. Indeed. When I met a lot of people's eyes, I would not behave properly as per normal because I was shy and not confident. Previously, I didn't dare to sing for people. I don't know how I got to where I am today, embarrassed smile. Until today, when I sing in front of many fans, I feel less tense and more confident. It comes from many things, work experience, work in many fields, and development in other aspects compared to the past when I didn't take photos or dress up. Now I feel I've dressed better and taken photos more. Okay. My personality has grown a lot. At first, I didn't know how to deal with the pressure. I didn't know what to do. However, when I started working seriously, there was not just pressure, but there was many more things that I had to take responsibility for and carry the expectations for many people. I feel when I do any work, I want to do it to the utmost. I always have a thought that I must not be a drag on the team. But now I feel I've grown a lot. My parents said I had grown older than my age because I started working while I was at university. It's a job that can be considered, quote, no giving up responsibility. Therefore, I must adapt and grow up. Yeah, from a young age, that is a lot of pressure to be under. And certainly, I mean, when you're in a production, it's not just you, it's not just the other actors, it's the crew, it's the director, it's people that paid for it, the producers. Like, it's a lot of different people counting on you to make something good, to do well. I can't imagine having that pressure at that young of an age. That is a lot. And to throw on top of that concerts and singing and clothes and whatever, scents, everything. It's just a lot to do. A lot of pressure, a lot of meetings probably. Back to the doc. Shout out to the ZeeNuNew crew for helping on this. Appreciate it. Obviously Jace as well for putting it together. Giant thing behind them is a single bouquet. That thing is crazy. Beautiful, for sure. Every gift Z always gives, always has a deep meaning. Florist said that Z initially wanted to order 1,314 flowers, but the florist didn't have that many flowers. It was too big and not convenient to transport, so finally 520 flowers were sent. Florist said, we can't really meet the intense love of the CEO. The florist particularly emphasized that the number of flowers were determined by Z himself. They didn't suggest the meaning of the number at all. In Chinese, 1314 means forever, and 520 means I love you. In Chinese culture, the numbers 520 and 1314 are often used together to express love. 520 sounds similar to the Chinese phrase, I'm not even going to try that, which means I love you. It originated as an online slang term and is now associated with May 20th, which has become a romantic day for Chinese couples to celebrate. 1314 sounds like a Chinese idiom, which means for a lifetime, or one life, one lifetime. One life, one lifetime. Interesting. When combined with 520, 1314 can mean I love you for a lifetime. That's sweet. I did not know that. That big of a bouquet of flowers. In summary, the one who bought it had to take care of it because I couldn't carry it. On that day, he carried it together with the crews. Crews took, what's that thing with small wheels called? A carrier trolley? That. He carried it together with the crews and left it on the car. I'm imagining how he carried it back home. Funny, cute, because I couldn't carry it myself. It's now placed in front of my house. It's so big. That would be a lot of flowers. How the heck would you care for that thing? Wonder what they did with all the flowers once they died. Good question. That's awesome. That's very cool. And also, good night. when he dragged you to see that he prepared those flowers for you, I was thinking, he does give me flowers on every occasion. On some occasions, I didn't expect he would give me, yet he did. Like when I released the 4th single, he also gave me. I'm baffled too. Literally on every occasion. Is he actually a flower shop owner? I don't know if he secretly took over it. Probably owns stock. He owns stock in the flower shop. I'm thinking about it. You take over Super Sun then. I'm thinking about it too because I've worn its items more often than him. That's funny. Are you confirming this? I am because I really wear them often. Today I wore them too. Not these. You wore them before getting changed. That's hilarious. I think did we see this? Yeah, we did. Next morning, NuNew's father posted to show the bouquet had stayed outside, too big for the front door. Note in the translation says Puck or Pook, when it should be Z's legal name, Prook. Oh, okay. Woke up this morning and was still wondering what to do with this. That's so large. That's crazy. Oh my gosh. Z, let's see. I love you, my dear. You've succeeded. You're so great. I'm so proud of you. And don't forget to be proud of yourself too. Sleep well. Hot to hot fan kiss. I need to scroll down a bit. Formatting. Okay. Actually, it's dark. You guys can still see it. Modern camera in this era. You can't trust it. We didn't do anything. Really? We have the evidence. What did you do? I'm dead. Not him being called out. What did you do? Tell us. You're shy. Weren't you shy on the stage? Yes, I was shy. And why you guys kiss so that day? It's just kiss on the cheek. I mean, good grief. Good grief. Oh my gosh. Like, let it go. Why are you pressing me right now? Is it true? Yes, it's actually a normal thing. Fans might have known that he and New are like this. That you guys peck on the cheek? Yes, because it's just we never show it. Was it your first time ever showing it in public in front of thousands of people? I'm not sure if that's our first time, but we usually never show it. Unbelievable.
หนูนวัตกรรมกล้องสมัยนี้นวัตกรรมกล้องสมัยนี้หนูไว้ใจไม่ได้นะคะไม่ได้ทำอะไรเลยครับเอาไหมพี่ปาด้วยหลักฐานนะพี่ปาด้วยหลักฐานนะหนูทำอะไรเฮียเล่าสิก็เขินนะบนเวทีไม่เขินเนาะ
Cheek kiss is a big deal. PDA is a huge deal. Not done much in Thailand. Oh, okay. That's definitely good to know.
เป็นเรื่องปกตินะปกติก็ปกติแฟนๆก็น่าจะรู้อยู่แล้วว่าผมกับเฮียก็อย่างนี้หอมกันอยู่แล้วใช่ครับแต่แค่ไม่เคยทำให้ดูครับ อ๋ออันนี้คือ
Oh my god. During the same interview, NuNew showed off another new jewelry piece from Z that is presumed to be a part of his birthday gift. Whoa. Okay. Wow, that looks nice. 18 karat white gold necklace with round pendant. 18 karat white gold. Wow. Yeah. That's a decent amount of numbers. Holy crap.
สู้ชุดเมื่อวานได้ไหมอะครับได้ไหมเฮียชุดนี้หนูฮอตสู้เมื่อวานได้ไหมแน่จริงก็ถอดเกาะสิเฮียอย่าท้าหนูนะ
These fans are losing their mind.
ไม่ถอดหรอกจริงๆเฮียก็อยากถอดเฮียก็ถอดไม่ได้เหมือนกันอันนี้ไม่เอาไม่ให้ถอดอันนี้มันไม่ได้จริงปิดไว้เลยครับโอเค
It's hilarious. ZeeNuNew had many elaborate costumes, and they changed between the two concerts, as you can see in the footage of the two fan dances, etc. Pink on day 1, black on day 2. Here are some concept sketches. You guys see the pink square with the word "make sure." It says "make sure that Naoui's chest breast isn't revealed." Wow. A lot went into it, that's for sure. Oh. It didn't even plug in the light. I was like, what just happened there? Got dark all of a sudden. Maybe they'll hop on eventually. Might take a while. I don't know. Technical difficulties. Please stand by. More concept art. Wow, they really put a lot of time and effort into this. Obviously, I'm not very... At most, what I know about fashion is anything sort of like clips that I've seen of Project Runway. That's about it. That is about it. Oh, yeah, I just opened that one. The actual costume. Oh, yeah. Concept art was pretty close. Or crop tops. Following are simply assorted costumes for you to enjoy. Oh, that's interesting. It's like ribs. Cool. Does anyone have a favorite? I'm assuming you've seen them all. All right, this is Hot Topic, if I've ever seen it. That discussion was constant. It's like he has just chain wallets everywhere. Oh God, the Discord. All right, we have to adjust this. All right. Day 2. That one, really? Okay. Wow. The pink cape. Got it. Yeah. All right, let's see here. Adjust it a little bit. Oh, don't do that. The one thing I forgot to do is plug in that light. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. All right. Okay, here we go. Boom. There's one. Obviously the cape. And the matching drink as well. Nice, nice. Little turtleneck vest moment. All right, very Cinderella. Oh, that's cool. That's a great shot. Oh, Ariel, not Cinderella? Gotcha. The gas by Gus, but the pink backless cropped up. Hang in there, Jace. You'll make it. But no, definitely go to bed if you have to. Well done, well done. Let's see, we have another one here. Ooh. Oh, is it the... Oh, here we go. Boots are made for walking. That's just what they'll do. Wow, so many different outfits. Oh my gosh. Typing with my other hand now. That's funny. Got here. Dang, look at that place. Crowded. Crowded. Wow. Big crowd. That's so cool. That's got to feel amazing. To be that. Be surrounded by that many people after, you know, being new to it and whatnot. Gotta be amazing. Just the climb to that. Wow. Amazing. First night sold out right away. Oh my gosh. That's gotta feel so good. It's gotta feel amazing. Oh yeah, we just saw that moment. Mm-hmm. I called it the hot topic look. The sheer, the chain wallets. Wow, that is ornate. That is super ornate. His climb from new rookie to power couple was fast. Yeah, absolutely. And they seem to be doing very well. Extremely well. Definitely a lot of pressure since the beginning, I bet. As soon as people realized how talented he was, it was probably a lot of pressure. Ornate one was Latin inspired. Nice. Note the lamps on the shoulders. I did note that. It's amazing. That is a great look. Ribs. That's pretty cool. Very original. I like it. I think I'd call that look the music festival. Very music festival. DMD did their best to make new collab with almost everyone in Thailand. That's amazing. It's good to have a company or manager to really push you and connect you with other talents. That's certainly important. Wow, this is all really original stuff. Dang. I don't think I've seen much like it. Pretty amazing. Obviously, it had very good designers. Day 2. Whoever came up with the design, thank you. Yeah, that is impressive. That second picture. Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. What the hell? I'm assuming this is one of those that sparked a conversation on the other. Oh my gosh. I'm dead. That is hilarious. Wait a minute. After the concert, what does that say? It was for science purposes? Didn't talk about it at all, huh? All right. All right. Right. Stylist for the concert's named Ally. It's a big name in Thailand. That's awesome. For Ally. One of the two. I'm assuming. But yeah, excellent work. Very good work on the outfits and costumes. After the concert, sadly, there was some negativity towards ZeeNuNew for his embracing his feminine side, having fun with gender in the costumes, makeup, nails, etc. Nasty and uncalled for. I don't want to give time to the nastiness. Right. Only mentioning it all because of the outpouring of love and support for ZeeNuNew that happened from friends, family, well, I'm assuming family, friends, fans, and people in the Thai entertainment industry. This shows how loved and appreciated he is by his peers and everyone else. That does seem worth spending time on. Absolutely. Definitely agree. Pixie. Pixie says, anyone who talks badly about this friend must face the revenge from Pixie. Remember, this is a friend who is cute, lovable, and well-behaved. As for me, I've also said that I understand why so many people love ZeeNuNew because we also falled for ZeeNuNew. Practicing with ZeeNuNew for 2 or 3 days. 3 days, ZeeNuNew is very dedicated, like really, really dedicated. We asked ZeeNuNew, you do it all by yourself? And then you have to handle 40 songs? How do you manage that? And ZeeNuNew said, just keep fighting. There are also many languages. I'm very happy that everyone loves ZeeNuNew because to us, ZeeNuNew truly deserves a lot of love. He's hardworking. He's a good personality. He's cute, very diligent. Practiced until 1 a.m. every day. Also asked ZeeNuNew, do you feel lonely? ZeeNuNew said, lonely. During the concert, alone is very lonely. Pixie, come play with ZeeNuNew. Pixie's a girl band? Okay. Yes, his parents posted how much they loved him. Well, that's sweet. See. This is the opposite. I like it. I think PP, New, and many others are inspirations and make people in general see that this kind of character is valuable. People accept it. You can be yourself and be happy with life. It's fluid. It changes. We see new dimensions of gender expression like this through various media. Very good. I admire it. Oh, right. He was in Kim Porsche. Owner of Demundi. Why do people still question gender these days? We're fighting for equality. What are we fighting for equality for? And really, whoever is who, let them be who they are comfortable with. I myself don't want anyone to question me about anything. People aren't always one-dimensional. I want people to focus on developing themselves, giving everyone a chance to be themselves and be happy. ZeeNuNew's mom. Or mum. Don't be afraid and be strong in living in your own life happily. Your family is always ready to stand by your child. Give only positive energy and happiness to everything around you. I like it. I like it. That's great. I thought his mom was going to start throwing down. That's a good point. Yeah, I kind of figured that too, but no, positivity, positive energy, happiness, not giving negativity or hate a time of day. That is wise, very wise. A fan, a brave son, shares what ZeeNuNew being himself in public and being so supported as he does means to him. I got tears in my eyes watching this. ZeeNuNew is an inspiration for all those guys who are insecure about showing their feminine side. ZNN are the reason so many people smile, including me, an array of hope for many.
He was really comfortable with it. It just calms my heart so much because I have so many problems about.
It's okay if a guy likes pretty things. It just helps me feel a lot better, embrace who I am. The fact I see he is loved and there's people who take care of him. Maybe one day I'll be lucky enough to find someone who likes me for who I am.
I wish
but if not, I'm more than happy to stay here forever. Oh, that's nice. It's a good sentiment.
I could be this confident like he.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Very cool. She got a little feisty at one point. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised if Mama Bear was willing to throw down a little bit. Not just as its support, it's also showing that the increase of celebrity males who are embracing their femininity is creating change and making people feel seen in a way otherwise might not, well as seeing someone like themselves being loved for who he is and defended. And Z kept it simply and classy, rising above. Please be confident. You sing beautifully. Not going to say much now. We meet every day. Ha ha ha. Love. That's funny. That's a good way to put it. That's nice. That was really sweet. Boy, it would be so nice to be going through all this. You know, you're certainly going into superstardom and you're not used to it. You're basically from a normal life. And then all of a sudden you're headlining and you're filling out, you know, selling out an entire arena in like instantly. It'd be super nice to have somebody along with you that obviously loves you, supports you, pushes you, all that good stuff, listens to your fears and your worries and your doubts, and is able to quell those. I think it's really amazing. Unrelated to the drama, but here is Lego. You reacted to him last year in a dance video to Billie Eilish when he was in a competition to become a band member. He's now in that band called Lycan, talking about who he looks up to in the industry. Come on, you can do it, TikTok. I believe in you.
ชอบมาสักพักแล้วสักพักใหญ่ๆเลยครับผมก็พี่นุนิวครับ
You can definitely see some inspiration. Definitely see some inspiration there. They then got on with beginning to film the next Prince, Japan trip. Super Sun had a pop-up store. ZeeNuNew had a fan meet concert. And they had downtime together to be tourists. At Super Sun pop-up store, NuNew bought a lot of items. Z tried to tell him that he didn't have to pay himself, but NuNew insisted. They had some downtime at Universal Studios Tokyo. Oh, that'd be so cool. That'd be amazing. Couldn't resist adding him. Shows NuNew's influence. Yeah, that's a good point. Not the toy, though. I'm dead. Tokyo Fan Meet was their first in Japan. Fan meets can involve all kinds of elements. There's often games about the couple. How well do you know one another? Maybe some challenges. ZeeNuNew played a Jenga game where each block had questions and prompts. That's interesting. There's no English subs, but it kind of doesn't need it.
そっち？そっちかそっちか。いいですよいいですよ。それも見たい。どうぞ。じゃあご自由にどうぞ。壁ドン。
壁ドンです。
This is such a smart way to do this.
分かってる。あ、くるくるして。くるくるして。お前が行けよ。お前が行けよ。ドン。
This will be the last part that I'm watching. Just a heads up. We're closing in on 3.5 hours right now.
เมื่อยจังเลย
腕が疲れた。はい、OK でしょ受ける方。そっち？そっちかそっちか。
I would not do well. I am terrible at Jenga. I've only played it like once, and I did not do well. Oh my gosh. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and move on to the last video of the day. It is Last Chance from It's Okay to Not Be Okay, which is also a very good, I don't know, life motto. It's okay to not be okay. And very true. Kind of shoving the other person up against the wall and leaning over them. It's very popular in Thai BL. Oh, yeah, I have seen it a couple of times, for sure. Let's see here. Turn on the closed captioning. Got it. I like when it includes instructions. Helpful instructions. That's nice. All right, let's move it back since this is not TikToks. There we go. You love that K-drama? Nice. One of my favorite K-dramas. Dang, okay.
네가 전에 그랬지. 운명이 별거냐고. 필요할 때 내 앞에 나타나주면 그게 운명이라며.
NuNew trying to lean over Z. That's funny.
나는 네가 필요해. 내가 형 옆에 있을 테니까 넌 그냥 내 옆에 있어.
그러지 뭐.
이제 그거 일이 아니라 앞으로 내 목표로 삼아보려고.
가자 집에.
나도 오빠 같은 오빠 갖고 싶다고.
강태 우리 강태 행복한 표정. 가짜 아니고 요거 진짜 행복한 표정.
Boy, this is a bit of a tone shift.
우리 강태
We're on that emotional roller coaster.
가자. 고문형 빨리 와.
Take it easy, Amos.
둘 다 안 와? 고문형 문강태 둘 다 빨리 안 와?
누구든 건들면 절대 가만 안 둬. 뺏어가면 찾을 때까지 쫓을 거야. 내가 지켜낼 거야.
그 가족에 나도 있어?
가족 사진을 찍었으면 가족이지. 우리 엄마는 살해됐어.
Oh, jeez.
보고 싶다.
Boys, Amos. Boys.
목격자가 형이야.
Gosh, this is. Very intense.
너무 잔인하지 않아요? 나 이제 겨우 좀 숨이 쉬어지는데 이제 남들 사는 것처럼 살고 싶어졌는데.
It is very good.
진짜 우리 엄마가 니네 엄마를
Excellent cinematography.
죽인 게 맞아?
Acting seems pretty
니네
good.
형을 평생 괴롭히고
Obviously, the dialogue.
네 인생을 역같이 만든 나비가 그게 진짜 우리 엄마야? 아니지. 내가 잘못 생각하는 거지? 그럴 리 없잖아.
우리 엄마랑 형한테 미안해서 어떡해요? 형한테 대신 싸워주겠다고 약속했는데
Whoa.
내가 도망치지 말자 그랬는데 거지 같아서 도망치시고.
너 하나도 안 강해. 너 엄청 약해. 너도 그렇고 운명 그 여자도 그렇고. 원래 약해 빠진 것들이 겉으로 더 센 척하잖아. 그러니까 똘똘 뭉쳐. 약한 것들끼리 똘똘 뭉쳐. 그럼 천하무적 되는 거야.
Note to self: end on ZeeNuNew next time.
아무 잘못 없어.
Oh my gosh! Wow. Definitely gonna do a little rearranging.
엔딩이 좋으면 다 좋은 거야.
I mean, got a point there. Happy ending does matter, but boy, how you get there is interesting. Link down below in the YouTube description for the original video. Go throw it some love. That was a wonderfully done edit. Obviously a very heavy show, movie. What is it? Show? Yeah. Very heavy show. Holy crap. Wow. Series follows Ko Moon Young, an antisocial children's book writer who moves to her hometown to pursue her love interest, Moon, a psych ward caretaker who has dedicated his life to taking care of his autistic older brother. Whoa. Antisocial children's book writer, psych ward caretaker, taking care of his autistic older brother. Now the title definitely makes sense. Yes, it does. Oh my gosh. According to Nielsen Korea, it recorded an average nationwide TV viewership rating of 5.4%. It was the most popular show 2020 in the romance genre on Netflix. Critical response were primarily positive. Some commentators criticized the writing in the latter half of the series, but praised the acting by the cast. New York Times named It's okay to not be okay one of the, quote, best international shows of 2020. Received 8 nominations for with 2 wins at an awards show. Received a nomination for an Emmy. Best TV movie or miniseries. Wow. Oh my gosh. Take it easy, Keisha. Thanks for joining. Moon lives with his older brother, Moon. Wow. Who is autistic. They frequently move from town to town ever since Song Tae witnessed their mother's murder. Gang Tae works as a caregiver in a psychiatric ward at every place they settle in. While working in a hospital, he meets a famous children's book writer, Moon Young, who is rumored to have antisocial personality disorder. Circumstances lead Gong to work at the OK Psychiatric Hospital. Oh, okay. Moon is the surname? Oh, okay, that makes sense. In a fictional city, the same city where they all lived when they were young. Meanwhile, Moon Young forms a romantic obsession with Gong Tae. After finding out that their pasts overlap, she follows him to the city where the trio, including Song Tae, slowly begins to heal each other's emotional wound. I'm assuming that involves a lot of heartbreaking discussions, quite a bit of ups and downs, if you will. They unravel many secrets, seek comfort from each other, and move forward in their lives. Orphaned caregiver. While he is empathetic to everyone around him, he struggles with self-esteem as a result of his past experiences and avoids having close relationships with anyone other than his older brother. Popular children's book author with antisocial personality disorder. Troubled childhood and a turbulent relationship with her parents. Develops a romantic obsession after a coincidental encounter and often goes to extreme lengths to get his attention. Oh boy. Oh boy. 16 episodes. Oh, the brother's a fan of Moon Young, an aspiring illustrator. He was a sole witness of his mother's murder, which resulted in his irrational fear of butterflies. As they reminded him of this traumatic experience, his fear develops into nightmares every spring and forces Gong Tae to move towns with him in order to run away from the butterfly. Interesting. On MDL, got an 8.9 out of 118,000 users. Holy crap. That is very high. That is extremely high for that amount of people. Gong Tae is blessed with everything, including a great body. That's the one. That's where they start. That's good. That's good. Smarts is after that. Got great body. Oh, yeah, he's got brain too. Ability to sympathize with others, patience, ability to react quickly. Oh, he's got high reaction speed. I'm done. Blessed with a great body. Oh, yeah, he can think sometimes too. The two defy fate and fall in love, finding their souls and identities in the process. Well, yeah, if she is antisocial, she's definitely got some coming out of her shell to do. And if he is constantly only connected to his brother, he has a lot of himself to find. That's kind of cool that they help themselves, or they help each other come out of their shell. I can't wait for these reviews. Drama closest to my heart. What a journey it's been. All right, let's get to some juicy ones here. I know they're here. Amazing journey. All right, starting to catch that as a theme. Healing, beauty, and acceptance wrapped in spooky fairy tales. 70% of the show, lump in my throat. 10% happy warmth. 20% bawling my eyes out. So there's the breakdown. MDL, the gift that keeps on giving, right? A lacking story with a pretty package. Well, okay. There you go. There's one negative. Love parts but couldn't get past others. This drama shined a light on so many types of mental health issues. The autistic brother was my favorite character. Loved his storyline. Great for those unfamiliar with broader mental health issues. Otherwise, nothing truly new. At least it's somewhat educational, I suppose. Most people are not ready for this kind of K-drama, but I guess it's time. It was a big step to produce a full-length drama tackling about different mental health disorders. This drama is very psych-heavy, but I guess people need to be aware of these disorders too. Right. Oh, I give them a lot of credit for trying to tackle it and, introduce people. Maybe they're introduced to it for the first time. Pure, healing, and beautiful. Wow. Extremely strong first half, which slightly fizzles out in the second half. All right. I mean, so overwhelmingly, it seems like the overrated. Ooh, here we go. High expectations. Oh. Storyline was average. Soundtrack, character development wasn't intriguing. I feel like it got so much attention because of the looks of the main characters. Okay. All right. Interesting concept, however, lacked thematic value. How is that possible? Seems like a oxymoron a little bit. Same old cliches. Overrated. I'm assuming the people that said overrated were just expecting the greatest thing ever due to the 8.9 rating. Started off strong. Cinematography, excellent, like was noted. Story was intriguing, cast spectacular, soundtrack addictive, but the execution didn't quite reach the desired effect. Wow. She is gorgeous, acting is top-notch, and her voice is absolutely mesmerizing. I believe you have what they call a crush. Average. Great beginning, okay middle, draggy ending. Bit boring at times. Well, I'm starting to see a pattern here. Either they went into it thinking it's going to be the greatest thing ever, and they were disappointed, or another common theme seems to be it kind of trailed off in the end, which honestly happens to most shows after a while. It's only 16 episodes, though, so I don't know how it's nosediving that fast. Or it's an amazing show. Obviously, with an 8.9 rating, a lot of people think so. Perfect K-drama to watch after It's Okay Not to Be Okay is finally streaming on Netflix. Eve explores themes of revenge and personal growth with a complex romance similar to It's Okay to Not Be Okay. It's Okay to Not Be Okay is a romantic K-drama that deals with heavy themes. The series follows a man caring for his autistic brother and a woman who is a children's book writer but is notoriously antisocial due to childhood trauma. Trauma, not drama. Well, both, I guess. The two meet and realize that they have known each other since they were kids, despite some flaws. It was very sensible and delivered more than just a love story. Widely considered one of the best K-dramas of all time, even though it wasn't massively popular when it came out. Interesting. It's Okay to Not Be Okay's characters delve into the idea of trauma and whether people can get better. Overall, it is quite a complex and moving TV show with great performances. Because of this, it isn't always easy to find a good K-drama to watch after It's Okay to Not Be Okay. Well, I mean, I think it's probably one of those shows where you watch and then it's just difficult to move on from it because it's so heavy, or it's, very interesting to go through that with them, that it's kind of difficult. You kind of get stuck in that. I don't know. I mean, most of us have experienced it, whether you played a great game or you read a good book that you really got into, or maybe you're into a show that you're just dying to consume more of. I mean, we've all been there where we're just stuck on something. This has the feeling like I would be stuck on it. Like one of those that you're just constantly thinking about. They had high viewership, but it was 2020, so there was a reason people had more time for TV. Right. Yeah, that is true. Don't miss those times. Yeah, me neither, honestly. The only part of those times where I thought was interesting, number one, the gas prices or petrol prices were very low. That was nice. Just because nobody was buying it. Nobody was driving. And also driving was fantastic. There was no traffic. That was two amazing things from that time. The rest of it was pretty awful. Some stories linger on you. Yeah, absolutely. Kim is the highest paid actor in Korea. Whoa. Definitely needs a warning for some dark topics. Yeah, that was kind of blindsided me. One of the highest paid actors in South Korea in 2020. Wow. Got 5 awards of that, 2 Grand Bell Awards, 1 Blue Dragon Film Award. Whoa. Power Celebrity 40 list. He was selected as Gallup Korea's Television Actor of the Year in 2014. Took several acting classes during his school years on his mother's recommendation to overcome his introvert personalities. It's a good idea, honestly. A lot of awards, yeah, exactly. That's kind of a smart idea by his mother. Following a few theatrical performances, he made his television debut in 2007. Whoa. I guess acting school or acting classes really helped. Dang. His mom literally launched his career. Just trying to get over. I lost sound. How about now? I can hear him. Frozen. What is happening? Let's see. Biological father is a lead singer of the 80s band? Whoa. Parents separated when he was young. Left Twitch and it was fixed. Oh, okay. I'm happy to hear it. Dang you, Twitch. His mother encouraged him to take acting classes during his school years to help him overcome his shyness and introverted personality. His aspirations to be an actor really took off between his middle school and high school. Wow. Not surprising he started with Shakespeare. Isn't that how it always goes? Dang. Wow, his mom's idea just completely launched him all the way to this. One of the highest paid actors in 2020. That is unbelievable. I mean, how would you ever thank your mom back? Like, gee, thanks. You you got me to literally live out this unbelievable fantasy. That is so cool. Dang. I am blown away by that. I have no idea how to say her name. She began her acting career in the sitcom Potato Star. Rose to prominence with the romantic comedy. That's a comedy? It's Okay to Not Be Okay is a comedy? I didn't know it was a comedy. I thought it'd be like a romantic drama or a romantic, like, trauma. Good grief. I had no idea it was a comedy. No plans to pursue a career in acting. Caught the attention of the CEO of her then management company. That's funny. Sometimes you just, you just get found or discovered. Hopefully you always get discovered by the right person. There's a few comedic scenes, but I wouldn't call it comedy. Yeah, I would assume. Honestly, it's surprising it has any comedic scenes, but obviously you got to break that tension sometime, right? But yeah, calling it a comedy seems odd based on that edit we just watched. Oh. A little bit older here. Mostly playing minor and supporting roles, he gained popularity as a as a scene stealer in movies such as Introducing My Girlfriend, Ghosts Live, Live, You Are My Destiny, Love, That Unbearable Lightness, Our Happy Time, Midori, Dungfly, Cheap Romance. Met his wife in elementary school and married after 19 years of dating. Wow. Oh my gosh. That is quite the elementary school sweethearts. Good grief. That's a lot of dating. Played the character of Moon Sang-tae in our artistic genius with autism. In the television series It's Okay to Not Be Okay, his portrayal earned him favorable reviews from the audience and an award for male supporting actor. Nice. 19 years is a while, isn't it? That's a lot of dating. Oh my gosh. I'm sure they were very sure as to getting married after that. That is incredible. That was an extremely huge tone shift from ZeeNuNew to It's Okay to Not Be Okay. Oh my gosh. I did not see that coming. I should have via the title, though. I think that was, I should have seen that coming. Oh my gosh. I should have ended on ZeeNuNew, but that was good. That was good nonetheless. Just a different, vibe to end the stream. Oh my gosh. Thanks for hanging out. I hope you enjoyed those videos as much as I did. Excellent picks yet again. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week. Be sure to subscribe to the channel, YouTube, Todd Reacts. I appreciate it. Maybe when I do research, I'll check about ending vibes. I should have pieced that together in my mind. I'm surprised I didn't. Like, just from the title alone, I should have been able to figure that one out. But thank you, Andy. I appreciate it. I hope you all have a wonderful week. I will see you all on Friday. Be sure to follow the Twitch channel if you haven't already. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, Todd Reacts. If you'd like to request your own videos, you saw something here today and it jogged your memory and you're like, I'd really like to have them react to this or, have this on stream. You can do so, toddreacts.com. Season and series tiers is how you do so. Join the Discord. It's awesome. All these wonderful people that were in chat are in the Discord, and it's very pleasant. They're very welcoming of new members. And there we go. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week. Hope it's a good one. I will see you back here on Friday to celebrate the weekend, the start of the weekend, with another wonderful reaction stream. Hope you enjoyed it. Did I forget anything? Oh yeah, the winter collection of merch is available now. Ships worldwide, 15% off for website members. And yeah, take care, everybody in chat. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it, especially if you made it to the end. We are 4 hours in. It's been 4 hours. I'm gonna go get some food, and I shall see you all on Friday. Take care of yourselves. Appreciate it. Bye-bye.